この世界の片隅で今を生きる僕らは涙を越えて光の差そうへ僕らも信じてるこの夢や理想は目を離した隙に壊れてしまいそうだ何千何の鮮明なフラッシュでスローモーション空の下消し去ってしまいたいほどのリアル予測との1秒先の心奪われてひたすらに傷つけられたら何かがそこから溢れて止まらないこの世界の片隅で今を生きる僕らは涙を越えて光の差そうへ正論かいつくつ輝く答えを探してる響き合う心の音 Yes No僕らが生きてる空の下にはいつもわからないことが転がってる叫ぶような心を瞬くビフィードバックする絶望はいつと棒となって心を鳴らすこの世界で向かい風に抗う僕らは手にした武器で光の中へ答えは目に見えるものばかりじゃないけど何度でも何度でも Yes No息をするようにただそこにあるように強くあれますように確信なき道君と共に心の真ん中で今を叫ぶ僕らは止まることのない月の中でゼロかつくつ輝く答えを探してる青すぎる空の下小さな願いも大きな痛みも忘れと通り過ぎていく風と共に全て数にできるものばかりじゃないけど何度でも何度でも響き合う心の音 Yes No Go and fly high, soar into the azure colored sky. Past bloods with the tears and the pain. Spread your wings and throw it like ready. Go and fly. Better fly. Take the future days in stride. Beating down a sparrow will dream of the blue of the winds. So sweet they call you. All the little flyers laughed like they knew. Far beyond the seas, ever out of reach. Fairy, where you going? You know I would gather up all the light and make the future for you shine so bright. Oh yeah, can you hear my voice? Do you believe it? Oh yeah, it's hearts from all the times I've shouted. Oh yeah, I'll make it last until your heart can hear it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The moon and sun embrace each other fondly. I get the feeling you've forgotten something. Because when you're not here to make me laugh, I feel scared that there's just nothing else that I want. But when it's snowing, the season for smiling and time can feel so slow. And two people can be honest and they get a little closer. Tell me, baby, where you going? You know I will gather up all the light and make the future for you shine so bright. Oh yeah, all of my emotions floating in the water. It's the season when the autumn leaves are covered up by snow a little soon. Oh yeah, you and me together we can go and see the rainbow. In the memory we'll make today, the colors turn to white in the afternoon. Can you keep smiling for me a little longer? It's a strange how suddenly I'm feeling just a little stronger. Snowing, I'm freezing, no need to be afraid, cause I know I'm not alone. If you're coming here to wrap me up and to keep me warm, and I'm a fairy, slowly but surely you're walking your way. Whoa, hanging there. Like some kind of fairy tale, did I remember how you cast a magic spell about me? My entire life's changed, and it's all thanks to a single smile from you. You're my fairy. Slowing the season for smiling, and time can feel so slow when two people can be honest and they get a little closer. Tell me, fairy, where you going? You know I would gather up all the light and make it shine on you. It's snowing, the season for smiling. Be honest with yourself, it's thanks to you. And the smile will reach out to me. So knowing fairy. Oh, oh, take the light you've gathered up and shout it all and give it all you got. Sing no fairy. Don't say goodbye.
遠くまで導かれて明暗の道をぶち壊すまでYo, guess who's back? Everybody get down. Guess who's back? Hey, step up, step up. Whoa. Whoa. 海の一つにI'm falling down. 君と奏でたハーモニーはま
because that's how. You know what? I never understood that. You're right. Maybe they just don't want to write king on a thing. I don't know. It seems like the family always refers to me as the older members of the family always refer to me as Albert anyway. So, can't wait. What can I use my scam bucks on? I mentioned that earlier. I'm now finished with Marine Force, specifically the war, not the post-war, so I'm close to the time skip. Also, changed my name to Val's Tracks. There we go.
Hopefully that's the right pronunciation. It's not a slur in Russian or something.
I'm just gonna say Crimson.
Spit out.
Crimson from now
My
on.
mama, what?
What is it with these YouTubers and saying their favorite series set some sort of standard instead of just saying they like it? I know it's mostly for views. It's to make it feel like it's a bigger deal than it actually is. And that's mostly what you're gonna get for these types of things. Oh yeah, Butterman said it just to make it feel like a bigger deal than it is. It's just a YouTube game. It's how it has to be. It is how it be, but it doesn't have to be that way. Like you can just not do that.
But I guess titling videos is difficult, and
it's not.
It is.
Nami the Goat says,
what would you call
this
it?
is not Mark's Naruto video scammer.
Hey, that video's mega long. What are you doing?
Hey, I'll just say DA saw a Mark video and went no.
And I stand by it.
And that's as far as we got on that. Let me change the configuration timeout for the TTS so it doesn't go crazy. Because this is a longer video.
The Crimson Glow Valstrax says, don't worry, you said it right first try.
Oh, hey, there we go. It's almost like I know Monster Hunter. It's time to really get into Oceanus again. Where is my cooldown on this? Oh, there it is. Global cooldown, 60 seconds. Let's make it like 90.
Configuration updated successfully.
One of the few fairy tale openings I listen to regularly. It's a good one.
There's a lot of good ones.
I wouldn't go that far.
There is a lot of good ones. The final season had nothing but bangers.
Would you say there's more than 7?
Yes.
I can't. We're gonna have to do this one day again.
I was about to say we did.
Strike Back is one of the few anime openings that is on my main playlist. Give me points. No music. Music was playing. I had to check it after you said that just to ensure. But yeah, we were good. Ruby is bad. Ruby is bad because of the lesbians and implied lesbians. It's because of how they did them.
I'm glad I have the sleep schedule and time to be here. I'm currently in Russia setting peace arrangements on the war.
Impossible. Cope harder. I am hard. That's just one of the aspects in the ocean of problems. Ruby is a bad series.
One day.
This music is a banger. What is the artist? You can always check the artist in the upper left-hand corner. I'm gonna go back to that scene real quick. This area up here above the chat on the left-hand side, you can always see whatever artist I'm playing. I don't know specifically what song that was playing at the time. It's probably going to be the Guess Who's Back, and it was by Blinding Sunrise. It was a cover of the 4th Black Clover opening. Hey everyone, hi. How long has it been since you did a Naruto video?
Viewer request month.
Oh yeah, but I'm not counting that. Outside of that rankings bullshit, because that's not really a indication of what a...
Especially since they just didn't talk about anything. But Homeboy might not be talking about anything. We'll see.
I am an 8-year-old with a lot of money. ALX won't cancel me.
Dang, he got us.
It's uncancelable. Pedophilia. What more could we want?
Mother. Well, welcome to LX. You're the third member.
Don't worry, you said right the first one. I know it doesn't have to be. Let me go back to that. I know it doesn't have to be, but they gotta blow it up so hard. Giga has set a new standard, being an example of blown up. Absolutely. Marks the hidden depth of Zoro video sucks. By the way, oh no! Why would you? Not like this.
No, what's wrong with it?
Thank you for the super chat. Why?
No concern of mine. I'm not gonna watch this man go through each and every straw hat and boo. I don't care.
Thank you again for the super chat, Nami. X set a new standard. What does it even mean? Hey,
we'll find out here and now.
Video. What's up, Butterman, Curry, Michael, Crimson, Blaze, Jay, Nightfall, Carlo, Jerobo. It's every time. Uzumaki. I think we're Anko, Aries, Nami the Goat, Varia, Victory Greymon, and Sam. What even is the standard? It's a very what would be the standard?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I hope that they explain it.
Yes, that would be great. What is Mark Month for real? Just doing Mark for a whole month every day. Mark Month is, so when we do Revisited, we do a regular episode, or we tend to when we have time.
Explain yourself, you
literally in the middle of the explanation.
Banned. Gone forever.
We do a regular episode in the week and then a stream on Saturdays. So a month would be all those episodes and all those streams taken up by a certain subject. So if it's Demon Slayer month, you're going to get 4 to 8 videos and streams of Demon Slayer content for that month. That type of thing. It doesn't necessarily we're doing 4 and 4 because there could be longer videos that we split, that type of thing. But the entire month is just taken up by that content.
What?
So Mark Month would be nothing but Mark videos. What's up, One Smart Vonti? So yeah, people have wanted Mark Month and it's not happening. We did a pseudo Mark Month and we died.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's simply
inaccessible.
It's inaccessible.
What's good?
Says R34 hentai R34 pingus hentai. I'm going to be the next Nux and you are going to like it.
It's amazing he really blew up off of that type of sophomoric humor. But what's like below sophomore? Like whatever. It's for kids. That's all I know.
It's really bad. A lot of people are clipping him on Twitter, and people are on his neck on Twitter.
Dude, they've been killing him. They've been killing him. Is this BG without dread? This actually looks more like Chris.
So many people look like Chris, y'all. Y'all have no idea.
Chris has the face. Why you didn't download the video? Because it's a longer video, so we're going to speed it up a little bit, and the player I use does not allow in-house speeding up of the video. Speed up playback. So yeah, let's get into it. Extreme juvenile humor, that could be it.
Let's go ahead and add that as well. Very good.
Did you just add another of his videos?
Yep.
What are we doing here? Can we just get to the description, please?
You didn't say what the video was, so I had plenty of time.
Nah. We are talking about
Naruto arc featuring Mike Kyuubi.
Oh, not Mike Kyuubi. Naruto setting the standard. Pipe symbol. Anime case for GOAT. This was a series of his. We are talking about, what is it? I forgot his name. CA analysis. He now does CA something else. It's his new channel. It's all in the description. He abandoned this channel essentially and just moved over to the new one. Don't know why he did it, but he just
He had an announcement video. You can watch it if you want to, and I'm sure it's explained there.
Yep.
Probably copyright stuff, but maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? Today is the first rendition of Anime GOAT series. Today's series is about Naruto. When someone recommends Naruto, the first two things you usually... He's capitalizing very weird words in very weird places, and I don't know about this. You usually hear our fights and backstories from Naruto Uzumaki versus Sasuke Uchiha both times, from Rock Lee to Gaara versus Gaara, to Sasuke Uchiha versus Itachi Uchiha. Both Naruto and Naruto Shippuden have amazing fights that are in contention with being the best fights in anime ever. No, they're not. A lot of anime have amazing fights, but what really sets them apart is the characters and their backstories. Well, not the
How long ago was this?
2 years.
I thought this was like a 6-7 boy. I was gonna be like, okay, you haven't seen a lot.
You can look at Nagato, Itachi Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki, because I'm saying the whole word, and see how much time was put into the series. It really makes the world come alive, so to speak. No, it doesn't. We see like 3 proper ninja missions, and then they just go, oh, there's samurai.
Oh, it's time.
The second that we need samurai, there's samurai. And it's like, oh, we need to go speak with the Daimao. It's like, okay, so now there's a whole in Daimao that rules everything. We see him like 6 times. Maybe. Nah.
Thank you for re-upping to the bum soul. Don't tell me he's gonna talk about how Naruto perfected the shonen
Nami
tropes
the
and
goat
storytelling,
says,
some stuff like
Salad
that.
Sai and Turles new form. What if Turles survived has me on the edge of my seat.
No.
Yeah, you're on the edge of your seat because you're about to get up and turn the video off.
So we are doing a Naruto video. It is not downloaded because we needed to speed this up because it's 30 minutes. We'd be here for hours, and we're not trying to give y'all 5 hours of stream today. Thank you for the super chat, Soul.
Fell down after tuning exams. Yeah.
I'd say
even before with Forest of Death, that was a bit of a rough spot.
I was fine with Forest of Death. You could have been on this video, Corey. Hey, that clip is more pertinent than ever.
Well, yeah, that they're doing it, but they're just like, okay, we're bringing back the old VAs to do other characters. It's like, what?
It might just be they ain't got it no more for that role. This one's for you, more. About some 70-year-old dude. Oh, then maybe he can. I don't know who.
Yeah, I know Jean Grey and Gambit are different.
Okay.
And Cyclops, but Cyclops VA passed.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it.
Yeah, it's Drew here, back with another video. So today I have a very special. Today I have a series for y'all. So this series is called the Anime Case for GOAT series. In this series, I'm going to talk about 10 or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, anime that are the consensus GOAT type animes, right? So I'm talking like Naruto, One Piece, Full Metal. I'm talking the ones that a lot of people, show love to. And this is going to be the first one. So,
You picked some of the most popular things in the history of Thing and then went GOAT.
Yeah, it's very weird because it's not like people aren't talking about these things. What more can you bring to this discussion?
Yes.
2 years ago, after Naruto is finished, it's had its time.
It's done, so.
Who are you convincing to watch Naruto? It's just one of those things where it's like, this is a little weird. I'm not saying that nobody can talk about Naruto ever again, but it's like, nah, I've got something to say. It's like, do you?
You're boring! You're fucking dull!
Chris
You
the
have
Chill says,
nothing to say!
didn't y'all hear? GOAT equals hype.
I guess. But is that really all it takes?
So, I've already made a Naruto video on my channel, so you guys are probably a little used to me talking about Naruto, so I thought this would be the first one, to start it off, basically. So, important distinction that I want everyone to know beforehand is that I'm not saying that the videos I make, I'm not saying that these are the GOATs. I'm not saying that these are the best anime of all time. If I was trying to say Naruto was the GOAT, what would my cases be? And that's what the video's gonna be about, basically. And watching the videos, you can determine at that point, once you've seen the show and stuff, whether you think it's
but if you don't really believe it and you're just saying it, just making the case, really anybody can do that with such little backing. I can come on here and be like, Naruto's the GOAT.
Hey, we talked about a series of that
where we just take the opposite opinion and just go, no, DBZ is amazing.
And one of us argues for DBZ and against DBZ.
Yeah, stuff like that, where you can't just sit there and just go, well, the side characters aren't the best, but and you can make the cases for anything, but if you don't really have that conviction behind it, it's just going to be a lot of empty words. And if you do believe that, then say that you believe that.
And it seems like he does believe it because he is a Naruto channel. He said, you're used to me talking about Naruto. So he probably does believe that Naruto is one of the GOATs, even though that's a stupid phrase. And this might just be another stop talking about stop hating on Bleach and Naruto One Piece.
It's not already a negative 10.
Let him cook.
We're not cooking.
We're just, it's just a very weird premise for a channel.
Naruto set a new standard, y'all. Now I'm not saying it's all that.
GOAT or not, that's not right for me to tell. The point of these videos is just to, you know.
Wait, there's not a way for you to tell? Then how do you make the case for it?
Could you go back? Let's.
It's showing stuff. Whether you think it's the GOAT or not, that's not right for me to tell. The point of these videos is just to, you know, bring light to some of the more popular anime and, you know, let newcomers and obviously veterans know why we think they're so good.
You're saying bring light to popular anime. That's not...
You're not bringing light to anything there.
If they're popular, the people who are newcomers to anime will have surely heard about it.
You're taking a flashlight into a brightly lit room.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about this Avengers thing?
Marvel? Like, are you familiar with?
So I'm gonna start with Naruto. Naruto's relatively popular, so we just wanna get right into it. But first things first, is question of the day. So question of the day is, what is your favorite part of Naruto, favorite aspect? So we're talking like fighting, characters, whatever it may be. Just let me know down below. For
Dang, I was hoping he was gonna say his, cause then I could know where his mindset is with anime, like what he looks for,
what he values. Because if it's a character moment, a fight, a transformation, it says a lot about a death. Says a lot about what you're looking for in a Naruto.
Obviously, my favorite part of Naruto, I mean, spoiling the video a little bit, but it's fighting.
Oh! I wish he hadn't told us. I wish he hadn't said anything.
Oh no, sir! I don't know about. Ah, yes, that fire could use some more light.
Move this man!
Oh man, fights, huh?
Okay.
Like the boxing they put on the show, people throw hands in Naruto, that's a fact. But now we're gonna get into it. So I already, spoiled my favorite part of it, and I think this is like Naruto's single-handedly the best part of Naruto, so like single-handedly, and that is the fight scenes. So if you ask someone
Chris
right
the
now,
Chode says, -10.
Yeah, because starting off like that, it's just like, because
I'll bring back Cook for this stream.
It sets it off in a bad light. It's like, hey, what's your favorite part of One Piece? The theme. I'd be like, okay.
I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
My engagement with whatever you're saying has drastic go down.
That should be a voice clip. Drastic go down.
Yo, is this the single room apartment? No. This is check the hairline. It's completely different.
yo, what's your favorite fight in Naruto? Or what is like one of the best fights in Naruto? Rock Lee
My
versus Gaara is
source
coming
is
up.
that I made it the fuck up.
Can we stop with this blowing of Rock Lee and Gaara when it was not that good of a fight?
Please stop with that.
It was an emotional good fight. And opposite of that, it is an okay fight. Shikahedon is a much better fight.
Shikatimari is a much better fight. Just the strategy, the back and forth, the overwhelming odds. You just got like, again, for anybody who doesn't remember, the issues with the Rock Lee versus Gaara fight is Rock Lee wins. I mean, Gaara is on the front foot, and then Rock Lee is starting to beat him. Then Gaara, Rock Lee, and there is no real back and forth. It's just somebody winning until the other person starts winning again.
It was really just Gaara winning until he just didn't want to win the way he was winning. Like, he's winning, Rock Lee overcomes the way he's winning, and then he just goes, well, that doesn't even matter because I got this whole other way of winning. And eventually it came to a point where Rock Lee could not overcome all of his winning.
It's more about the story and what Rock Lee is going for. But in terms of just swapping hands, it's not that. And I think that even if you look at it as the whole the story aspect of it, I think that it goes down as you watch it because you know what's happening. You know that Rock Lee is going to kick that tree. You know Rock Lee's backstory, and you're not going to have that emotional attachment each time. You're not going to feel the same way that you felt the first time. You can feel the same hype as with the fight and everything, but the story aspect of it, you just go, yes, he is kicking that tree. Yes, he is. It's just that's just my thing about this particular fight. Going back and forth with it. That's I prefer fights with actual strategies. That's one of the reasons why I like to fight in JoJo and One Piece, for example, is mostly adapting
Chris
to
the
the
Chill
environments
says,
and abilities.
hot take, Shikamaru is a better ninja than Rock Lee overall. Brain power, baby.
He's better than most ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that works.
Let him
Yep.
come!
People
Alright,
hype up
okay.
that fight purely for the underdog factor and the Rock Lee got heart thing. Yeah, it's a lot of hype moments in there where he pops the weights, where he unlocks the gates, the Lotus. And there's a lot of hype moments.
You know,
But
he
it's-
just rhymed. You did a double rhyme there.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
He unlocks the gate
And drop the weights.
and
yeah.
pop the weights and unlock the gate.
Hey, hang on, I'm cooking. But yeah, people look back at that and just see that, but it's just somebody's winning and then somebody starts to win and then just no back and forth, no strategy, no nothing. And I don't prefer a fight like that.
What is more back and forth than winning and not winning again and again? Back and forth is more like I took a swing, you dodged it, you took a swing, I dodged it, as opposed to I am overwhelmingly beating you. You are overwhelmingly beating me. I am overwhelmingly beating you. It's more like turn-based battle as opposed to a back and forth fight.
Once Rock Lee drops the weights, there's nothing that Gaara did until he started winning. There was no, I'm gonna needle at him. I'm gonna try to trip him. There's nothing like that. It was just, oh, he's tired now. Now I'm gonna throw him up against the wall. And then once Rock Lee went, okay, now I'm gonna pop the gates further. There's nothing that Gaara did to him until he was knocked out. That's what it is. It's just, it started off with, I need to get over his sand. What did he do? He started slashing the sand and stuff and dodging. Then he drops the weights. Then he starts to win. And that's all it is. It's just I am now winning until I am not winning anymore. There is no back and forth. There's no exchanging of blows. It is I am winning and now you are winning.
I mean, he gets worn out pretty quickly into the fight. He unlocks like the first gate or the second gate or whatever, and it's just like, I can't believe he's even moving. And then it goes into his past.
It's almost instantaneously. We talking about when Rock Lee was teeing up Gaara. Now I'm talking like putting hands on him. And you can even remember when Rock Lee took out the weights and they was talking that ish to
You
Rock Lee.
see those big hype moments of just Rock Lee drops weights. Yes, okay. But if they're that heavy, don't you think they would have been stomping around or something? He would have been putting into, it doesn't matter. Whatever. That doesn't, who cares? But yes, the hype moment. Okay, fine. Whatever. Fights are more than just these hype moments. They're strategies. They're overcoming your obstacle. It is not just, I am going to do this thing and now win.
Rock Lee standing up unconscious was the best part of that fight. Absolutely.
Oh, it's just little weights. Tomorrow's like, oh, what is he gonna do with that? Oop, drop the jorts. And you start boxing. So looking at like mostly taijutsu, you have Kakashi and Obito. That's a really, really good fight. I spoke about it in my Naruto video.
Why?
Because it's mostly taijutsu.
I know, but why are they mostly taijutsu?
Hey.
This man he's Kakashi of the Sharingan.
Mhm,
He's got all these jutsu.
mhm.
and he just starts boxing this dude.
Yeah, to remind him of who he was.
No, I need to take you out, so I'm gonna punch you.
No,
Not I'm
I
gonna
want you to
lightning
remember.
hand you.
People go talk about Naruto Sasuke battle at the end the first time. Boxing. Like, there are a lot of fights in Naruto that are just top tier. Like, if you made an
No, the way you explained it was boxing twice. 3 times maybe.
Hey, maybe
throw throw hands. Like, that's basically what you said. You haven't talked about the way the battles flow. You didn't talk about the construction of them using the environments or anything. You talked about nothing, but they was boxing, y'all. It was high impact hands, y'all. Explain a little bit more.
Nobody's listening to you, you cuck.
Or nobody's listening to you, you cuck.
When I said they're stomping around with the leg weights, I meant that while he's walking around with such heavy weights, it should be causing some sort of indentation, or he should be showing some sort of struggle when
Or
Explain
even,
yourself, you baby.
or even his footsteps feel heavier,
Yeah.
sound heavier, look heavier,
something that indicates that those weights were there
and that heavy.
because it's a huge dust cloud. Those aren't 10, 20, 30-pound weights. Those have to be. I'm not a physicist, but
If they're leaving craters like that, we're talking hundreds of pounds.
if they're increasing his speed that much, it should be some sort of indication that this man, when he throws a kick and Sasuke tries to block it, it's like, hang on a second. But no, there's just nothing.
an anime top 50 fights all time, Naruto getting about 10 of them. That's off rip. I'm not even like
Top
In my
50?
opinion, in the top 50, Naruto would get 10 fights in the top 50 of all of anime.
No, you're not taking a fifth with
For
in
Naruto.
all of anime. That's not how. No.
There's no cooking here.
made an anime top 50 fights all time, Naruto getting about 10 of them. That's off rip. I'm not even like writing it down. I know a couple of them gonna make it. Sasuke Itachi probably gonna make it. Naruto versus Pain's gonna make it.
And see, this is what I was talking about. When you try to make the case that you may or may not believe in, you just go, the fights are really good, and then you name the really good fights without naming what's really good about them. And if this is about, oh, the people already know about these fights, then it's not about getting more people shining a light on Naruto. Because if you're not talking about what makes it good, you're not shining a light for new fans or anything. You're just going, Sasuke versus Itachi is good.
But he already feels like a hype beast when he said the best aspect of Naruto to me is the fights, of course. So all he's looking for are those hype moments. All he's gonna remember is Sasuke crazy eye face or something. Like, not the intricacies of the battle itself. Just they were throwing hands and then he broke his neck. Oh my god!
But I'm looking at it as the series is for newer fans to shine a light on these anime, and you're just saying what happened in these. You're just saying fights, and that's not enough for newer fans. Even for older fans, you're just going, "Hey, this thing that you like, don't you like Sasuke versus Itachi?" Yes, I do. That got me for a second.
Does Naruto even have 10 fights in the top 500? Yes, I would say that. Thank you for the super chat, Master Jane.
I would say yes. Timari and three Shika fights are there.
I'm just strictly saying that there is a lot of anime.
I understand. 3 Shika fights are there. I'm putting 3 in there.
I'll in the top 500, sure.
There you go. And we're almost there at that point.
Naruto Sasuke both times gonna make it. Like, when Kishimoto wants to start writing for a fight, bro, he gets in his duffy, he gets in his bag. I can't speak on it. The Naruto fights are just, it's a different level. Like, obviously some anime reach that level, but like, if you show a anime watcher or Naruto watcher some of these fights, it probably will get them into Naruto. Like, it's just that simple. Kishimoto gets in his bag. That's one thing you can't talk about Kishimoto.
What if somebody doesn't care about fights?
Yeah.
Like what you just showed me, I don't care about what just happened there. Because to me, it's just it's just 2 people doing a bunch of moves.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Airmaster where you can see why they did the move
One
they
Smart
did,
says,
how it came to
Naruto owns
fruition.
the top 10 fights, no questions.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
with his fight
Yeah,
scenes.
this is just people are fighting. It looks fine. I wouldn't be like, "Ooh, yeah." It's not really anything that's super special.
Mm-hmm.
While I think fight scenes is probably their best aspect of Naruto, Naruto got a couple joints with it. Like Naruto has a lot.
We are outside of the fighting now.
Mm-hmm.
He has simply named the fights.
Yep.
And he said when Lee popped the weights.
All of anime also has to include fights from shows that aren't strictly action based. Even then, we're talking pure hype fights. Well,
I will
fights, most
give
dramatic
them
fights.
top
What's the criteria?
500. I will give them 10 in the 500. I will do that. I will grant Naruto that.
500 is a lot.
500 is a lot of a lot, okay? We can sneak some in.
You could probably find 10
We
that
can
are worse.
sneak some in. It's a lot of anime, but it's a lot of spots. What's the context behind this fight? If you ask me, I couldn't tell you without telling you the history of Naruto and Sasuke. Yeah, that's another big part of what makes that fight good. It's not just
It's inaccessible.
it is inaccessible.
Yeah, because you can't just sit down and plop and watch it and just go, that's the alien and that's the good guy.
But if you show somebody that and goes, yeah, Naruto, and then you don't really get that type of back and forth taijutsu stuff. Like something like one of the first fights in the series is Zabuza and Kakashi, and they're throwing water dragons around. If you got into the series for this taijutsu stuff, you don't get that really into Shippuden, really.
Yeah, maybe. You get some taijutsu in the mass of maybe Naruto Sasuke.
Yeah,
the first one.
I was about to say rooftop. There's a bit of
maybe Kimi Rock Lee.
Yeah. But if you're here for that, I would much rather show them an Ippo fight.
Because Ippo fights are always going to be Ippo fights.
Let him cook!
I should have.
He's not cooking though. That's the problem, sound alert person. He's not. He's just saying the thing is good.
While I think fight scenes is probably their best aspect of Naruto, Naruto got a couple joints with it. Like Naruto has a lot more than just fighting. So obviously I can transition from that to the character build-up. And honestly, we're talking about build-up. There are not many anime that I can list that do character build-up better than Naruto. First one is Itachi. The moment we knew Sasuke, basically episode 1, the moment we learned about Sasuke, we were like, damn, we didn't know who Itachi was, but we were like, bro, whoever this Itachi guy is, one, we know he's tough, he's probably mad menacing, and Sasuke won't have to fight him. And when Itachi first stepped down and fought Kakashi and all the Jonin and dropped him off in like 2 minutes.
It's basic storytelling to build up something and then pay it off. That's nothing really spectacular. It kind of hurts the world where
Silver Heart Soul says, hey, I'm just going to be coasting today. I'm not really good right now and will be at work. Might be in and out today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
we always say stop coming to these.
If you got work, if you're busy, if you're somewhere, be not here.
But I was about to
Hope
say,
everything's good.
it kind of hurts the world where they hype up Oro and all the signing and stuff,
Yeah.
but then just go, yeah, but Itachi though. You go, oh, this dude is a legendary ninja. This dude just killed the Hokage. But then Itachi, he's also super duper strong.
So they're already calling Itachi glazing.
Well, you have to. He's already mentioned Itachi versus Sasuke, so you know what it is. And I saw Corey going, no, but he is cooking. Corey, don't you think that you could do a better job than this? Based upon you just listening to us and being around us and being our brother and you being well-spoken and everything, don't you think that you can properly explain why fights are good instead of just going, these fights are good?
The hype.
That's a big difference. Here's why these fights are good, and here are the fights that's good. You can't get anything from here are the fights that's good.
Yeah. He said he wants to shine a spot for the newcomers. What would a newcomer grab from that? Yo, bro, Itachi, Sasuke, both Naruto's and Sasuke, they were throwing hands. Like, what are you gonna do?
Let him
Hey,
cook.
Nami, you do not
You don't
understand how
understand.
much of a bum Corey is. You don't
Sometimes. Okay,
understand.
sure. Sometimes.
You don't. Hey, Corey, what are you doing?
He's drunk with power.
How many good fights in the top 500 would be JoJo, Tank, or Eva?
A lot of them.
A lot of really good series have dozens of good fights.
We just need to make a show where it's just fighting. No story, the characters are only function to generate hype. Let's see how popular it gets.
I'd be... The only time you get to see emotional moments is during the fight. You don't know their motivations. You don't know
their abilities. You're just like, oh, I guess this mom got razor blade hands. Cool.
Thank you for the super chat, Jinx.
How is he gonna defeat in rocket launcher feet? Well, let's find out. And then he does, and then people will of course clap. Put UFO table on the track. You out there, baby. You got a stew going.
Cook.
We were like, okay, that's who Sasuke gotta kill. I don't know how he's gonna get there, but that's who you gotta beat. Not even just that, like Itachi's build up, just in general, like his character, everything. His motivations, which we didn't know at the time, but it's just amazing. And talking about
The Itachi glazing is too much.
It was always gonna be
It's too much. Because he rocks up in the village,
Him cook.
completely zero divs. The mob that's just like, you are the genjutsu person of the village. No problem. She never does anything. He basically put her into retirement. And beats the taijutsu guy, beats the other Sharingan guy who's been hyped up all this time. He's just such a hype killer where you just go, oh, Kakashi is this legend. No. It's Itachi though. And he's just too strong out the gate to just swangling and dangling. And I just don't care about the biggest, strongest dude stomping into the village.
doing the big strong. Jirobo versus Choji was peak back and forth. I'm stronger. Thank you for the super chat. I will refrain from my opinion.
Disagree.
build up, the Itachi Sasuke fight was built up since the beginning of the show. Since the beginning of the show, we knew Sasuke and Itachi.
No, it was not quote unquote built up. It was set up since the beginning of the show. The build up is we are going to.
We see
Chris the Chilled says, Bro is giving Itachi the glaze, no MI.
It's crazy because of course you have to. It's Itachi.
All the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries, all the
Too
single
bad for
furries.
those ninja A's. Just get them out of here.
Let him cook.
Still, there are a lot of stories that don't even build up stuff to pay them off. It's really sad. At least Kishimoto was abiding by that for most of the story.
You can at least say that. The basics of
He
storytelling.
is competent.
Yes. It was the basis of storytelling were met. So congratulations, we are here. It's not like Fairy Tale where they just go, it's a tournament where any round can just be anything.
And then we're just breaking that rule anyway.
Eliminations, whatever.
This is a bikini contest. Oh wait, she was knocked out, so the other person won.
So yeah, the basis of storytelling were met.
That anger flashed for a second and then, no, continue.
Fairy Tale is so bad.
Fairy Tale is not good, y'all.
Have to meet up at one point. And we knew it had to be, they would have to fight. Obviously, Sasuke met up with Itachi and OG Naruto, but Itachi pushed him away like a fly because at that point, Sasuke was a fly. I can't say nothing about that. He dropped him off easily. And that obviously pushed Sasuke to going for Orochimaru. Orochimaru really went for little boys, but
I don't think that a story should be praised for a simple setup and payoff. This is this character's motivation and goal, and then he accomplishes it. I don't think that is a hooray, please clap, because if you look at the whole of storytelling, definitely more things do it than not. So let's talk about how well it was done. Let's talk about if Itachi's motivations hold up, which they don't, as evidenced by all the Itachi rants, as evidenced by Kisame going, cut off that mob's legs, and Itachi's just like, yep, do what you gotta do.
I don't know why I brought that up. But after the training and everything that's happened, and Sasuke, all, you know, the beginning of the arcs and stuff, when Sasuke meets Itachi, and we knew they were gonna fight, that fight did not disappoint at all.
The first third of it was you're in my genjutsu!
And then when you look at the fact that he wasn't trying, also super dying, and his whole purpose was to get Orochimaru out of his body, is it really not disappointing when you just go, oh, he just shut off his Amaterasu when he basically just hit him? I don't think that it held up as well as it did. It held up because they were equals, but Itachi's made it so that they were equals. Sasuke threw out everything that he had. He was just like, oh, all this fire stuff I was doing, that was just for my Kira. Now you're gonna get shot by a lightning dragon in 0.009 of a second. And he just went, well, good thing I have my samurai armor that was never even hinted or anything that protects me implicitly. I'm good. Oh, and I can also recognize what's coming, activate it, and it blocks it. Thank goodness for that. All these things that were foreshadowed and set up. Oh man, don't use that jutsu, Oro says to Sasuke as he was about to use Kirin on a completely cloudless day. Whatever, doesn't matter. But then he finally uses, he goes, oh, that's that jutsu. How is Itachi gonna survive this? He can't Amaterasu lightning. That doesn't make sense. What's he gonna do? A basic substitution jutsu? Well, I guess he could, but no, he chose to break out his ethereal samurai armor that he has never done before and nobody has ever done before. And after this moment, Ermuff and Uchiha got that mug. Oh, but Obito doesn't have it. But you know who does? Kakashi, because he gave it to him. That's not good storytelling. To set up something like Kirin of just like, this is a dangerous jutsu. Do not use that here. Oro says that. We know what Oro can do.
I don't know if it's Itachi's genjutsu, but his lineup is throwing me off.
leave the man alone. But Oro goes, nah, don't use that. And they bounce. You finally see it, and what does it do? Nothing. Because Itachi has such a powerful jutsu. So you have to just sit there and just go, okay, Itachi, Kakashi is of the Sharingan, just pure base Sharingan, he's legendary. But then Itachi got the Mangekyo Sharingan, which allows him to do the Tsukuyomi, the Amaterasu, and he's got the muff in Tsukuyomi, not the Tsukuyomi, the Susanoo. That's
Let him cook!
And we just have to be like, well, I guess this Tsukuyomi didn't work on Sasuke. That's why it's satisfying. He broke out because he let him break out. If he wanted to, Muff would be on the ground, but he had AIDS, so he had to die here in this moment. Stop it with this Itachi crap. I'm sick of it.
When's Naruto because reason? When are we doing it?
The Tosa blade and the Yatamir as well. So his also ethereal samurai armor, which is impenetrable from what we've seen in the series up until this moment. It also has a shield that can block any ninjutsu. It also has a sword with naught but a single swipe can seal anybody into it. Get this bullshit out of here. It stinks. You don't just do, this guy got a shadow. And that's the beginning, middle, and end of all the stuff that he got. This guy can point at you and put you in a genjutsu. You ain't even gotta look at the motherfucker. Guy rocks up just like, I've got anti-Sharingan techniques. It's don't look in his eyes. Itachi, he can point at you and put you in a genjutsu. It's lame. Stop this. Every time I talk about this month, he rises up the ranks of my most hated characters. Cause he's so cool. He's so strong. He's so smart. He got all the plans, but his plans suck. And he's got AIDS, so he's not even that strong.
Can I hit play now?
If you wish, if you must.
Fight is like that's a top tier fight. It was Genjutsu, Ninjutsu, and Taijutsu.
So what? Genjutsu that didn't work for either one of them. Taijutsu that was only allowed because Itachi let him.
Basically
What?
negligible.
And ninjutsu, which all fights have. Oh wow! They used
Alfonso
the things
Rodriguez
within
says,
Naruto.
There better be Shino praise in the Naruto because reasons.
There, of course, there will be. You have to watch the Naruto movies as well
That's fine.
to talk about them, and I
That's
probably
fine.
need to rewatch.
Give me a date for
It'll obviously be after the thing.
Of course.
You have to look at it as the Itachi versus Sasuke fight from a I'm not even gonna read the rest of that.
Sasuke busted out all the stops, every Chidori, Kirin, Fire Style, Curse Mark. He brought out everything. It still wasn't enough. We knew Itachi was nice, and even he brought out new stuff. So like that fight, like the buildup that it built, it fulfilled it completely. So one more is Minato. Throughout the show, Naruto was compared to Minato a lot. Can you learn the jutsu in 3 days? The jutsu that the fourth Hokage created, the Rasengan, he can do that. Can you create a jutsu that the fourth Hokage couldn't do? The Rasen Shuriken, he did that. Can
Why
you master a
couldn't
ability
he
that the-
do it? If Boruto can do it, who is a genius,
Of course.
why couldn't Minato, the creator of it, alongside with a legendary Sani, why could they not infuse nature into a basic, not a basic ninjutsu, but it's a ball of chakra? Why could they not do it? Why couldn't Kakashi do it all this time? But this mother does it because he's got all the time in the
Nobody's
world.
listening to you,
Literally.
cuck.
Boruto does it because he's a genius unlike anybody has ever seen. Don't ask us to do anything, Boruto. I ain't engaging in Boruto. It's not even trash. It aspires to be trash one day. It's DSP's garage.
KEEPTALKIN says. And somehow that ethereal armor can be worn by tailed beasts.
They could just pop.
Cook!
Hey. Which is gonna hit like crack more? The Harry Potter because reasons or the Naruto because reasons? Which is going to be coke and which is gonna be crack?
It's gonna be crack in the 80s for the black community. It's like, oh, this the one. Boruto was training for 3 years. What are you talking about? They say that he's a genius unlike anything they've ever seen. Sasuke says, you've learned everything that I know, Boruto. Training, you don't just say he was training so he's automatically allowed to learn everything, because you have to look at it like the whole thing that I just said was Kakashi could not infuse a nature with the Rasengan. Are you saying that Kakashi was not training? Minato, the creator, could not do it. Are you saying that he was not training? Jiraiya, a Sannin, who's in his 50s, could not do it. Are you saying that he was not trained? But you know who could? Somebody who has hundreds of years within a day that can do it, and a super duper genius can do it in a matter of a couple years. So don't just say that he was training, because that doesn't make sense. You're using it as purely he's training. I'm not thinking about it any more than that. It's done. No, you have to think about it more because other people can do it, but they have not done it. You know who else? Konohamaru, who is a Jonin at this point, who is an adult. He has also not done it. So we've got all these people that haven't done it, and we have somebody who has 100 years of training that can do it. We're not even counting him. And we have somebody who has the same amount of time as everybody else who could.
In 3 years.
In 3 years. Adults, the person that made it, legendary ninja, Jonin, all these people. But Boruto can do it. Nah, it's not just training. It's bullshit. Try harder with that.
Naruto does something.
DA Boruto was a strategy, you see. Oh wait, so was Minato.
You're
He's just a
boring.
double,
You're
super,
fucking
triple
dumb.
prodigy.
You have
Because
nothing to
Kakashi
say.
was also a prodigy, but he couldn't do it.
Can you master an ability that the fourth Hokage entrusted into you? Kurama, he did that. When we meet Minato, we're expecting a lot, and he did not disappoint.
This is the second time you said they appear and they don't disappoint. I don't remember anything from the fourth. Like sitting here right now, if you would ask me what are 3 lines he said to Naruto, I could not
He
tell
has
you.
super long dumb move names.
What?
Uh,
Let him
that's
cook!
fine.
So
What?
didn't disappoint. I couldn't argue for or against.
The Chidori was on accident during
C
training.
says, Naruto Next Generation is Ultra Prodigy.
Yeah, boy. The
Next.
Venison Rasengan was created by accident, so nobody could create it by accident. Nobody could create it on purpose. You can see that with training, you can infuse a nature chakra with a Rasengan. Naruto does it, so it is possible. So it's possible to be done by accident. It's also possible to be done by training on purpose. But these prodigies, these people that created it, these people
legendary
that worked with
ninja.
it, Jiraiya
The
knows,
creator.
Jiraiya knows enough to teach somebody how to do it, but he doesn't know enough to spit fire on it. Doesn't make sense. You can say that it was by accident, but nobody else created it by accident. And you're also discounting the fact that Sasuke looked this man in the eye and says, everything that I, an adult, a prodigy knows, you also know.
Hokage level Sasuke. Beyond Hokage
Beyond.
level Sasuke.
There's 2 of the strongest people in the world, and he's 1.5 of them.
Had the wrestling on deck. He was tough with it. Had Sage Mode, Kurama. Obviously, he had things that we didn't expect, but I mean, Naruto definitely came through clean. But the most important...
but with the Minato stuff, you also got to look at it as he had the fox within him for 5 minutes. He comes back to life like, oh yeah, I can use that chakra mode. Boom, and he just pops it because he's a super triple mega prodigy. Not enough to do nature Rasengan, but he can just pop that almost instantly. He's so cool, isn't he? Because he's strong, because he's fast, because he's cool. But like you said, I don't remember what this month said once, but I remember him throwing a kunai and teleporting because that's all he got.
Boat says, it's like Dragon Ball, ambiguous off-screen training. I'm better than you now.
Yeah, they go into the hyperbolic time chamber and just come out stronger because they were doing 1 billion push-ups. Okay, great.
build up of the entire series, hands down, no negotiation, is Madara Uchiha. Now, Madara Uchiha isn't, I don't think it was built up as early as I'd say Minato or even Itachi, because those are early part 1. When Naruto and Sasuke clash in the Valley of the End, we see the 2 statues and we know one is Hashirama because we've already seen him. The other is this Madara Uchiha guy.
Oh, the Hashirama
That's kind of when stuff takes off. So, you know, kick back into the beginning of Shippuden when Sasuke comes through, dropping everyone off as, you know, Sasuke.
When you look at it like that, Hashirama was not built up as this nut-swinging super ninja like he was in Shippuden. Because they almost, in like the first couple chapters, they go, the 3rd Hokage is the strongest of all time. Obviously a lie, obviously retconned later.
Washed by Oro.
Completely washed. And then he looks the 1st and the 2nd in the eyes, and he's not decapitated almost instantly. So you just have to go, what we know of the series, the 3rd is said to be stronger than him, and then he's shown to be stronger than their puppeted corpses. They were not said to be weaker than their alive versions, so all we can do is say they are as strong as their alive versions, and then even though the 3rd was not killed in that instance, he was still alive. If at the end of series, 1st Hokage met up with that one, where they just established that he's the biggest nut-swinging Hokage of all time, dead in an instant. But here, it's shown that the 3rd was better.
3rd Hokage best Hokage _ 3RD mad _ DA shock.
DA shock. He's the best at something. I'll say that.
Has done before. He's dropping everyone off. And Naruto's about to tap into the Nine Tails, and Sasuke's like, hey, yo, we're not doing that. He comes through inside of Naruto's like realm, and Kurama's like, dang, the only person who could do this was Madara. And Sasuke's like, I've never heard of that guy. So we get like the tail beast, which, you know, I want to say before Shippuden, we didn't really see as a being that had like a mind of its own. He drops Madara, and we see him, we see him in the Valley.
Did Madara ever try that?
To what?
To Naruto?
No.
You know, maybe he did, and I just don't remember.
Maybe he never needed to. Like, why would he need to do that?
I mean, when you got the chakra mode, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing.
But he also coveted a good fight.
Saw the statue of him in the Valley of the End. Then we get this random masked man portraying as him, and just uttering the name Madara Uchiha, people are scared out of their minds. We got people are just like, bro, if Madara's here, we're in trouble. And we
Oh my god, he's so scary and awesome and foreboding. Hey, what is he as a character? You're not talking about him as a character. You barely talked about Itachi as a character. You barely talked about Minato as a character. And all this character build-ups, it's just you going, oh,
hey, they were mentioned, and then later they rocked up.
and they were awesome.
That's not enough.
Smart.
What smart? You were there when we did the Naruto because of reasons.
Yeah,
you were there. I remember.
We did like 30 chapters
Jay
of
says,
Boruto.
Madara, you were the coolest guy.
Coolest mother. You know what, Madara? You was cooking. But he did have his I'm laying there dying, and Hashirama rocks up and just like, oh, you scamp. Not, hey, we putting you out. Cause you are still an Uchiha, so we're just decapitating you. No, he walks up and just like, oh you naughty boy. Nah, stop that.
like, you know, go to the pain arc where we see Minato and Naruto have a little conversation where Naruto's talking to Minato about Pain, and Minato's like, all right, Pain, he cool, don't get me wrong, he nice, but this masked man, if he's Madara, you need to be worried. I did this Nine-Tail, I put him in you because of this guy, Madara. And it wasn't even Madara, it was Obito. So that's how scary it was. Like, that's how scary Madara was. Obviously, adding to the fact when we learned some stuff about Madara from Itachi when he's talking to Sasuke, Itachi's telling him about, Ayo, this Madara guy, he's crazy strong. He helped me kill the clan. That was Obito, which again, it's almost like added feats to Madara because the fact that you can believe that this guy Madara can be alive.
I do not care, again, about build
So
up
strong.
and payoff, especially considering he had to do so much to fool the world that he was dead and then still come back to life.
Dull. You have nothing
He
to
had
say.
to rewrite reality to stay alive.
Obito was nothing but awesome to me. Naruto, the victim of Obito.
The reason why he's in that situation. Hey, don't you talk about Obito? He was the coolest guy. You ain't got a daddy because of him. The mom that is dead because of him is like 5 feet away. Like, hey, coal in the chest, that hurt.
50 or so years later is insane. And we obviously know about, you know, his relationship with Hashirama and everything. And he was like the first Uchiha basically that had Mangekyo Sharingan, and then he got a term Mangekyo Sharingan. Like, we got some hype from him from Itachi. We knew how clean Itachi was. So if Itachi's telling you someone is clean,
He's talking about hype here. He's just talking about the build up of, oh no, oh Lord, he's coming. And then he comes and he's just super duper strong. And if that's all you're looking for, that super strong and cocky dude when the 5 Hokage rock up and he just goes, oh, I can also make like a super invisible clones of myself that are also super strong and as strong as me. Now, do you want them to use Susanoo or no? If people want, oh my, he's that strong, 2 meteors. If you want that, that's fine. But don't just have just that. I need a little more than just he's strong and he's cocky.
you better believe that guy is clean. That's all it is. When Madara steps down and it's the village alliance and everyone's there, we were expecting a show. And Madara gave us a show.
I don't know any of these
Madara dropped
people.
off-
This means nothing that he's washing these individuals.
These mother.
I do not care. And then Inoki comes up and he's like, "Oh, I'm Inoki. I'm a Kage. I don't know who you are." So yes, he is very strong, and he showcased that he's very strong. But Sasuke did something similar to this in the 5 Kage Summit, where he just starts mowing through samurai who are supposed to be super strong. These ninja are also supposed to be super strong. So it doesn't mean too much of anything that he's just mowing down a bunch of whoever, whatevers.
Every single person like that, the army, just drop. You just give it to him. Just drop
He did
them
say
off.
he
wasn't
mostly
even-
cares about fights, so that makes sense that he would only talk about, yeah, But is that enough though?
Yeah, it's
He's
not enough
just
to
talking
elevate.
about the fights, not what happens in the fights, not why they're good. He used the Amaterasu. Okay.
600 or 700 of the baddest you'd have ever seen. Does this guy care about the story of Naruto at all? Character build up, power system, memorable characters, backstory and world building. Okay, there we go. Maybe filler
Contrast of the thing. Oh, the Rock Lee misuse of character. Okay, so he's talking about negative stuff as well.
New ninjutsu, just straight hands. First of all, he annihilates the 5 Kage, the current ones, drops them off. He ripped apart Tsunade. Kind of different, but he still ripped.
So we don't know how strong. We know how strong A is. We know how strong Tsunade is, which is not very in the grand scheme of things. She's getting washed by all the other Kage. She's the weakest of the Kage at that point, of the Hokage. We don't know how strong Inoki is. We don't know how strong Mei is. I am missing one. Tsunade, A, Inoki, Mei, Gaara. He's alright, I guess.
Bro.
He was doing okay against Deidara. And then Deidara was just like, yo, but Itachi though. I'm so scared. And Itachi, they all of them.
He ripped apart Tsunade. Kind of different, but he still ripped apart Tsunade. It's like, bro, why is he so nice?
Who is Tsunade in the grand scheme of things? What has she done? She couldn't beat an armless Oro.
in the final 10 in the final fight. Was she one of the 10 strongest on the battlefield?
I submit no.
Then what's it really matter?
She's just some lady who has essentially had 1.5 fights up until this point, and she's had a lot of lore built up around her. So it doesn't matter that she's getting hands put to her because we don't really know what she can do. I guess we know what she can do through what Sakura is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So she can do essentially that.
But
Sakura has done 1.5 fights up until this point. So it's not really a huge moment when Tsunade gets beaten.
Ever mentioned the Sakura Chiyo fight? It's hands.
Women.
It's a really good fight.
Yeah, but chromosomes. Woke. Woke.
Obvious reasons.
This is just
See you later,
in
Eric.
the war. He's just above everyone, and he doesn't even have his full power. And he gets brought back. He basically revives himself, and he has no, Rinnegan, because when you revive, you don't really have the things that you didn't have when you were dead. The Rinnegan that were in his eyes are no longer in his eyes right now. They're in Obito's eyes right now. So he has no eyes, so he's blind, and he still drops off Naruto and Sasuke in 2 minutes. Like, count out the time, count the real time. It's 2 minutes. He pulls Kurama out of Naruto, easy, you out of here. Sasuke tries to blind him, stabs him.
Look at how strong
he
he is.
And this was after Tobirama was telling Sasuke, hey, yo, you look like his little brother. You kind of remind him. You might be able to convince him. Madara was like, nah, you look like my little brother, but he's not Izuna. I still drop him off too. So just people getting dropped off. Like the build-ups for Naruto characters was just amazing. A really, really good case with Naruto is just looking at the fighting style, which all adds into the power system. OG Naruto, they had obviously the chakra, but they melded it in pretty well with the ninja tools. Let's say Shikamaru, he was a good example, where Shikamaru had certain ninja tools, and they weren't super powerful or overpowered or anything, but they were important for his moveset. So
yes, he's using what he has to the best of his advantages.
You have nothing to say.
He's not getting the best of advantages based on what he has.
He doesn't have a million things that he can use, and he's just throwing them out there and hoping that something works. He doesn't have a million versions of him that he can just spam until they get a punch and then the person falls. No, he's got 3 muff and flashbangs, and he got a shadow, and he can choke you with that shadow.
And my kunai is on me. I got that fang on me.
That fang on me.
You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. It's very much like trying to hit a target on a wall. Shika is a pinpoint, I'm trying to hit the target dead center, whereas everybody else or a bunch of other people just have a bunch of balls in their hands and just throw it at the wall. Like
Naruto
one of
just-
them's gonna hit the target.
Naruto, his plan A is just spam clones at them, and I'll figure something out. Shika is using the environment to his advantage. There will never be a woke month. Muff and Synthetic Man
Broke it.
raw killed us. Couldn't handle that. 1010 is only a weapon specialist. Yeah, she has. We know what she can do,
And she got washed
and she got in her not even half a fight.
off screen, essentially washed. Anime had to give her a little bit of something. Who's the worst fanboy, DBZ Imran or this guy? They're both bad for different reasons.
Yeah. Because I don't know if this guy believes in what he's saying. I know DBZ Imran. He got. Well, let's just put it like this. He got bleach tattooed on his butt cheek.
Paddington D. Hope says, ALX is always woke. For obvious reasons.
Always. Dude, I am always shocked when I see a bunch of black people going, they ruined it with wokeness. And I'm like, you are the woke. Do you
You're the
understand?
problem.
You are the problem.
That's why I just don't engage in this woke stuff. I just shut down.
Dude, the second I hear woke, I'm like, I have no reason to listen
There
to you at
was
this
somebody on Twitter that was just like, because Morph is obviously in the new,
point. This one's for you, more.
and it's like in the bio it's like Morph is non-binary,
Yeah.
and they're just like, and it was a YouTube thumbnail of
I saw
X-Men
those too.
97 is ruined because of woke. It's like, you haven't seen episode 1. And this month they can factually change genders anytime he wants. You're saying that it's ruined due to woke because of them. Okay. That's why I just shut down when I hear that woke stuff. I'm just like, it's not worth talking about. Shut up.
Oh yeah, we had a whole discussion, and I think it was cartoons. It was either cartoons or video share about it.
Bombs where Shikamaru uses shadow possession, which takes into account your shadow. If he has a light bomb or a flash bomb, causes intense light, then the shadows come back, and now he can use the jutsu. That's a really, really smart way of fighting.
Yes.
I mean, obviously Shikamaru is one of the few people that did it. Not a lot of people did it, but still, like, it
That's
was
the problem.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Looking at like Choji. Choji had the food pills, which obviously
That's not the
Dude,
same.
don't
dude.
praise this. You don't praise an instant 100 times pill that you could just pop at any time.
Compared to a dude using the ninja tools he's got, trying his best to weave through the battlefield to understand what's going on in his whatever way he can cut. Mother, go to the bathroom. I'm trying to keep it going. I'm trying to keep it going. I'm trying to keep my rant going so you can go piss, so that by the time you come back, my rant's over and this mom caterpillaring out of the room. Just go. Holy shit. Oh, what was I actually ranting about? I don't remember now. Oh, it's not like Shikamaru using all the tools he has available to him, and it's not like he's getting exponentially stronger based off of the tool he gets. It's not like he can pop something to gain 1,000 times more chakra when he starts running low on chakra, or to get a big boost so he can all of a sudden do 1,000 shadows at once. It is, hey, light causes shadows. Light will extend my shadow because my shadow has a range, and this extends the range. On Liar Game ending? What was Liar Game? Charlie Horse? Charlie Horse?
Why me?
Oh boy. Oh, there's the.
What happened?
I was lying down and I stretched, and that went pop, and I went, oh no.
It's over for me.
This is the next 3 days.
there were lots of types of pills, but Choji had a specific food pill for his clan. That's clean.
You
Choji-
said that there's a
That's
lot.
not clean. clean.
There's
It's
a lot of
dirty.
type of pills. We know of the food pills that were used like 3 times the normal food pills, and then you just raw introduce a clan specific pill. That's not clean. That's dirty. That's the opposite of what you talking about.
Became skinny. He was buff. He was clean. Dropping people off. Looking at Naruto, Naruto got some of the best transformations in the business. I think that's just a fact. Like,
Is
It's
this a
just a
transformation?
Why can't other people not use that clan's 100 times pill? Because it converts calories and fat into energy.
Then what about old girl that Choki married?
What about her?
Why couldn't it? Or his daughter? Well, his daughter would be able to use it. Yeah.
That was on the wiki.
But you can eat a lot of calories and have muscles.
A fat person could a just normal fat person in the village could just eat it and have that. But no. I always like this shot. I think this is a very good shot.
Yeah, you used it in enough AMVs.
What anything to talk, it's gonna be a breakdown. Come through like
What I'm gonna take.
oh no,
now.
that wasn't that. It was rolling.
Whatever.
I forgot.
I
What was
want.
the rolling? Doesn't matter. What does this grant him? It grants him.
It just don't get no
It just
darker.
don't get no darker.
than that kid with the park.
But what does this grant him? More chakra with which allows him to go faster, which allows him to hit harder, which allows him to theoretically use more of his jutsu and access more of his chakra and everything. I don't think that this is Super Saiyan stuff where it's just a hard stat increase, and I don't think that that's a good transformation in the scheme of the business of all of anime as you've claimed.
Corey, the jackpot used to be 100% of losses going to it. Now it's a percentage of losses. If people aren't betting a lot of money, and they aren't because they don't have a lot of money, there's not going to be a lot of money in the jackpot. Like, Curry just bet 245. It used to be that 245 would go into the jackpot. Now it might be 100. It's not a scam. It's to help the economy.
How can anyone saying that Uchihas are code ASF convince anyone that Naruto set the standards? Yeah, they're just all the Uchiha baseline are just completely broken, and then you got the monks on top of the Uchiha ladder who are even more broken. I do not like the Uchiha.
First one, part 1, like the first one when Sasuke had the little, basically like tomes on his body, that was clean. There were a couple ninjas that had it, and
he sucks. He sucks.
He's not very good.
He sucks. I don't know what if he's doing now.
But this is not, as you said, clean.
Their first form, they had different like symbols, but the second form was different transformations in general. So Sasuke's transformation looked different than Jugo's. So like the transformations,
different transformation.
The way the demon form looks different between the demons. Wow.
Okay, if that's all it takes, then just clean. Just clean. That's all.
That was really, really good. Like Naruto did it. Naruto, I think, was one of the pioneers for that stuff, because there are anime that have transformations.
He didn't talk about the power system. This was
he didn't. Did he say
no.
chakra?
No. He said Shika did some cool shit with his ability. Choji did some cool shit with his ability, and now we're on this. This isn't power system. What are we doing?
Power systems like Dragon Ball Z, for instance, but I just think Naruto did it in a really, really great way where it was super clever. Now this kind of ties into another point I talked about earlier, but this is basically
you say that people have different transformations when they use it, but then you have to realize later that 2 months get the same chakra form. Naruto and his dad just pop it and then it's the same. You're fine with that?
memorable characters. I'm gonna throw some characters out for you real quick. So Madara, Itachi, and Kakashi. These are 3 characters that are not the main characters in the show.
Pause. Sharingan, Sharingan, Sharingan. Cool stuff, hype moments, awesome, bad pause. This is a horrible pause.
There was a pause earlier where he looked exactly like the nerd emoji.
Oh,
And I went, I'm not gonna do this. I had the joke and I
let
went,
this one go.
yeah, nah. They cooked hairline, man. I'm gonna let my boy live.
Maybe you could argue for Kakashi, but no, he's not the main character. It's Naruto's Oscar. If you showed a picture of Madara or Itachi, 9 times out of 10, if they watch anime just in general, not like non-anime watchers, but if they watch anime, they probably know who that is and can name him.
Hey, memorable is not the same as recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
There are two different things there.
Yeah. You can just look at him and just go, yeah, I know of that dude.
People recognize the Superman symbol. Do people remember anything about it? Do people remember things about Superman?
I remember when I was first watching Bleach. This was way after it came out, and basically it hadn't ended yet, but it was a long time after, and I'd seen a bunch of Bleach AMVs, and I remember seeing Grimjaw going, "Oh, that's that dude I've seen a lot," and that was the beginning and the end of it. Just recognizing somebody, it means nothing.
I can recognize in Kazuma from
Yakuza.
No, not Yakuza.
Oh.
From that in anime, the anime everyone thinks is funny. Nuts talked about it with old girl, the god girl that got eaten ish.
Oh,
Konosuba. Yeah. I recognize her from Konosuba. I've seen maybe 3 episodes of Konosuba. That means nothing to me.
A lot of people could name Kirito from SAO. Yeah. It just means nothing. It's people just like, oh, look at it.
I don't give a about mechs. I know a lot about the main mech show, Evangelion. I didn't what
It means nothing.
worthless.
Add the bearded Goku emote. I will write that down.
Oh, for when we do T23 stuff?
I don't know.
Or in general?
I don't know. Maybe just add it. I don't know. I was told to add it, and I'm a man of the people.
Also need suggestions for clips to use for an opening and ending video for when we open and end the streams. Thank you. I have ideas, but I might want more. Konosuba is not funny at all. Dude, people find it hilarious. What do you want?
Yeah, Genlock.
Yeah, Ruby.
Recognizability is not enough. Will we ever react to that Why I Hate Black Clover video? It is on the list. The biggest thing about that is that's one of the things where we would have to rewatch or reread Black Clover. Something like Demon Slayer. That's just sticking with me. I remember
Michael
so much.
Bamasev
And I know
says,
they're not gonna say
Mr. Man
anything
of the
about
People, give us Mark Month.
Dang. Maybe I don't.
We
Maybe.
did mini Mark Month. We already
Yep.
did.
Yep. There you go. But yeah, we would have to rewatch or reread it, and that's just the biggest issue of just time and everything.
Like, these are iconic characters.
Oh. I could really do a Family Guy because there's a few things of Family Guy I would really like to talk about.
Bless this man.
See you later, Nightfall.
Bless him. Bless his heart.
God.
Like, Itachi was a great character in Naruto, and then a Shippuden, they went and diversified him and made him a super likable character.
No, he was a great character because he was strong.
Yes.
That's basically what you're saying.
Because what was great about him in the initial Naruto, all we knew about him was he killed his clan and he was super strong.
Newer SpongeBob's look horrible.
Yeah.
It feels very Ren and Stimpy-ish, and SpongeBob is not Ren and Stimpy.
Like, you know how many people that watch Naruto and have their favorite characters be Itachi and Kakashi? It's a lot of people.
I don't care! I don't care what these people like!
XL says, ICONIC, what did that nigga say? Iconic.
Iconic out the gate.
I'm sure
American Dad is the best Seth MacFarlane show.
It's better by far than Family Guy consistently.
a lot of people's favorite character is not even Naruto or Sasuke. That's how like iconic these characters.
Okay, well, that's how iconic they are. What? That's not the proper use of the word iconic.
A lot of series have the not main character be number one in the popularity polls. Some will have the main character be third or fourth in the popularity poll.
It doesn't matter.
Zenitsu was number one in the final popularity poll.
It matters not.
It doesn't matter.
Nezuko was like 10, which should tell you a lot.
Avatar and Korra because reasons? I could do that.
Last of Us 21 because reasons? How?
You know what? That would be very interesting.
No,
because we'd be able to watch them on our own, watch one episode on our own time whenever we like, and then just straight up report, and then just do a report on it and just be like, yo, this is horrible. We could actually break down the story of it as opposed to with, well, how did I get here? I'm just
impossible
from My Hero Academia.
Impossible.
Well, you were the one who was fired. Oh. He stinks.
I would have loved it if Itachi just did it because he felt like it or because he wanted to test his strength. Yeah. Not just this grand, I love the village so much that I'm going to protect it by killing all of my clan, men, women, children, grannies, everything in the middle in between. Hey, what if there was a Uchiha in the hospital? Well, I guess I'm rocking up there and I'm cutting his head off.
What if there was one on a mission?
Good thing they weren't. I never thought about that. None of the Uchiha were on a mission? No!
All of us can make it.
What? We can't stop. We can't keep making fun of people.
I don't think we ever made fun of this guy. What do you mean? I made an analogy that his face looked very much like the nerd emoji. That's neither positive nor negative. It's just a statement. It's just an observation. All of us can make it.
Oh, Uchiha were at home because Itachi told them he was having a cake party. It's like Frieza when they're just like, all Saiyans report to this planet. Report back to your home planet. Okay, you got it, boss.
Adrian Rusco says, they were the police force, so maybe they didn't leave the village?
Yeah. And maybe it was just like, yeah, we don't really trust y'all, so we're not sending you out on as many missions. It's not that big of an issue that they would all be there, but it is kind of
Oh, easy.
Just talking about iconic, like legacy wise. I'm talking about interesting, like.
When you can't just say iconic meaning whatever word you want it to
Did
mean.
he say iconic? Why?
Characters are, and not even just talking about iconic, like legacy wise. I'm talking about interesting, like.
I'm not talking about iconic like legacy wise. I'm talking about it like interesting. You can't just take whatever word you want and make it into whatever definition you want. That's not how words work.
I'm not. It is iconic because they are interesting, not because of their legacy. Remove iconic from his script.
You can't just be like they're iconic, not by them just being no.
Itachi's a very diverse character. His backstory.
You just said diverse. I don't think you mean diverse. I think you mean dynamic.
There's a lot to him.
Complex. Diverse?
story is super sad, super complicated.
Toby Rama, I'm not a racist, but I just feel everyone should stick to their own.
They were factually bad. I see nothing wrong with racists being like, you are an issue, if they are an issue. And they were an issue.
No, it doesn't work like that.
It
DA.
works 100% like that. Toby Rama was in
Chris
the
the
right.
Joke says, bro is just saying words with thinking about them.
No thoughts at all.
You know, it raises questions about what to do. That's something that also like Nagato does a lot. You know, Nagato as in Pain. Like Pain is one of those really iconic villains because his whole mindset is something that you actually have to think about. He's talking about the curse of hatred, which is something that even the real world struggles with. You want to kill me because of what I did to your village, but your village did this to me first. So you want to kill me, okay, that's fine. But the kids that love me, they want to kill you now. It's gonna keep on going and going.
Okay.
That's something you can really.
The speech is fine, but he's standing in a crater that he made. He did a shock and awe where he just flew up to the village and wiped it out. But then he just going, hey, what I did was bad. It wasn't the right way, all right? Yeah, I hurt you, but don't you hurt me, because then I'll just come back and hurt you again. It's like, well, you could have not done the thing that you did. You are causing this hatred to continue. You realize that, yeah? You're lecturing me about wanting revenge when you just revenged on me. So, are we okay with this?
We haven't sped up, Predator, so.
Relate to the real world. That's a real tough, like, lesson. That's clean. Obviously, Madara, iconic.
Pause. Did he just say iconic again?
Relate to the real world. That's a real tough, like, lesson. That's clean. Obviously, Madara, iconic villain because.
I can't even.
Why is he an iconic villain?
Because he's strong.
That's
Because
a
he's
real tough-
pause. Because he's clean.
Silver
lesson,
Heart Soul
that's-
says, real quick, thoughts on the Dokibird Niji Sanji thing?
I don't know anything about
It's
that.
rough.
Oh, you
It's
know
very
about
rough.
that. VTuber stuff?
VTuber stuff. A company is basically going down.
Whoa!
It's bad.
An entire company?
It's bad.
Jesus Christ. Allegations of some sort or
Short answer was a very liked VTuber was within Niji Sanji. She did something that she wasn't supposed to. She got suspended. She tried to take her life. They fired her. When she sent their lawyer's paper going, hey yo, I want out. I've been having all these bullying done against me. You guys are kind of incompetent based upon all these things. And then they fired her. She went off to her own thing. And then she put out a statement like, hey, this is everything that I went through and I'm done talking about it. And then Niji Sanji came up with just like, that bit lying. Here's all the things that and then she came back again like, no, that's not what happened at all. So it's just this big thing of
big mess.
yeah. And the stocks are plummeting.
She said stuff.
Yeah, people are going against the other VTubers in the English space of Niji Sanji because either they're for her or against her, and it's not even like an against her, it's like an implied against her. The people, and it's a whole big thing.
Jesus Christ.
Don't take a shot anytime he says clean. Do not,
die.
because we got another couple coming.
Clean.
He just said clean again.
You can't.
He
There was a
just said-
joke.
He just said clean again.
Can we get? What was it?
Yes.
Clean into iconic into clean again.
You want to kill me, okay, that's fine. But the kids that love me, they want to kill you now. It's gonna keep on going and going. And that's something you can really relate to the real world. That's a real tough, like, lesson. That's clean. Obviously, Madara, iconic villain, because I feel like every anime has to have a villain where, like, that's super iconic that everyone just knows. And Madara's that guy. Because Madara has the cappy faces. Look at any Madara scenes. Madara's always capping. Except for maybe when he's fighting Hashirama. But even then, he's capping. Like, look at him fighting the Kage, he was capping. When he was fighting Inoki, and he dropped a meteor, and Inoki's like, I stopped it. And Madara's like, alright, but I got 2 of them joints. Drop another one. He's cappy.
He's strong. He's strong. He's iconic. He's clean. He's iconic. He's strong. He's capping.
He's
strong,
capping.
and
He's capping.
iconic.
He's capping. He's This is a guy that seems to be a very poor
MF
off the
Curry
cuff
says,
person.
Tanny, look how clean I am.
Clean.
I'm so clean, Danny.
Yo, this is
This is horrible.
and like I said in the beginning, I pegged him as once he's just said, I'm just making the argument for it. So you're not gonna be engaged. I can't.
No, I think he is engaged. I think he's a poor auditor of how to say this. I don't think he has the capability, especially off the cuff, to explain why these things are good. He just going clean, fresh, awesome.
He didn't say fresh yet.
He might as well have. He's so crisp. Like what a.
He's just super likable. The last case for the Naruto, case for GOAT is it's a little bundle, but it's basically the the backstories and the world building. Obviously, it ties into the last point. Looking at Naruto, the backstories were super compelling. So you can look at Sasuke's backstory and be like, damn, I don't respect what you did, but I can see where you came from. Looking at Itachi's backstory, you're like, whoa, they kind of hold you, Itachi. You didn't have much options. I mean, you took the decision you thought was right. You look at Madara, maybe not Madara, he was kind of wildin'. But you could look at Nagato.
Are we watching the bad?
And be like, dang, you were kind of like a victim of your time. You just kind of got hoed from every direction, and you just pushed it all back, almighty push type thing. You can respect where they came from, basically. And like, obviously
I don't think that
Alfonso Rodriguez says, Hitler is well known that's clean.
Hitler was clean. Like, what are we doing? Well, he was definitely doing some cleansing.
But I don't think that just the pure basics of a good or compelling or a backstory where you can understand where they're coming from is simply praiseworthy. It's the basis of storytelling. I don't think that that's enough because we got that with Voldemort, and I can understand where he's coming from. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Nope.
It's a big difference between understanding, relating, liking. It's a whole different thing. You're just going, well, I understand it. Yes,
I understand where you came from. I understand why you act this way, why you believe these things. Now, is it entertaining to me? Is it something I perceive to be good?
allows the characters to feel real. Like looking at someone like Itachi. Itachi's
He has brought up the same like 4 characters over and over.
Fomika Films?
Yeah, I was gonna ignore it.
I mean, what is that?
That is a huge watermark.
AMV, probably.
Yeah.
What the?
No, because there's subtitles.
It could be a bad AMV.
clean and all. Itachi wasn't perfect. We know he made mistakes. Things that he even said to Sasuke, I made a mistake. I should have let you know about what was.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's I clipped this so you guys are not able to take it.
Is that Fomika or FQ Mika?
Formica? It might be FQ. No, that's just a pedal from his. That's just debris. It's Formica.
Harboderman says, Stalin was mad fresh when he beat the Nazis.
So fresh, the cleanest mother. He came out in the Outcast.
I got allegations on my neck, so I can't speak to that.
You have no time for the quote.
It looks like he just edited together a bunch of like Itachi scenes. And he just put his watermark on it.
What do y'all owe me for Chris?
Happened. Maybe you could help stop it. Like, it made these characters feel like real people, which I think is really important when we're talking about media like this. Obviously, like pain. Obviously.
And now I would like you to explain what series doesn't make you feel like these are real people. How does Oro feel like a real person when he is literally, as established, 1,000,000 snakes and he's just like, I want to live forever, continue to experiment on people and do my magic? What is his backstory? I don't know. What is Kabuto's? Well, he's a double super secret orphan and now he's a simp for this snake man. Yes, you're naming the people that you've already named before. You're Itachi, you're Sasuke, you're Pain. But what's Shika's backstory? He's just some dude.
You can say what Pain did was wrong, but like when Pain explains like his backstory and what happened and then points it to Naruto, you can't just inherently be like, oh, you're evil.
Says, Enko is not a person. She was there for 4 chapters.
Kishimoto gave up on her. It is almost a perfect definition of grand opening, grand closing.
Because like he's doing evil stuff, yeah, he's definitely doing evil stuff. He's killing mad people. Don't get me wrong, he's killing mad people, but you can see what drove him to this madness. And
yes,
to see,
you
like,
keep saying that. Yes, of course. What backstory is it? Just a dude walking down the street and he trips and he just goes, "Well, I guess I'm nuking the world." There's nothing like that. This is a story, and the story is to be told in a way that makes you go, "I understand it, but I don't like it. I understand where you coming from, Big Mom, but you eating people."
You a piece of you are a piece of baby lady.
It is a story. Why would a author tell you a backstory of a villain if it was not simply to be like, either this dude is just a repugnant murderer who has always been a little psychopath, or here's where they're coming from. Those are the only two options if you're competent, because they wouldn't do a trip down the street and now the whole world needs to die. I'm going to trip down the street on my own untied shoes, and then he gets up and like, "I hate dogs." Like, I don't understand where you're coming from.
He
trips. A bad backstory.
He trips and goes, "That's why I want the world to be wiped out. Do you understand now?" And the
Jake
project
says,
just like, "No."
Third Hokage is best Hokage. DA, stop lying to yourself.
Why would I be lying to myself? This is a fact, an objective truth of reality.
Imagine for it to be so understandable, it makes it really relates to the viewer, because it's like you could see, you know, maybe in a certain dimension, a certain, you know, alternate reality, why those decisions make sense when he made them. And this adds into it the world building with Naruto. Like, I think that, you know, of all the animes, you know, that are going to be in the series, Naruto's top tier in this world building aspect. Like,
oh really? What does the samurai country look like, sir?
What were the ones he named? Because I know he had a bunch of things just as images, like Evo and stuff. He named Naruto, he named Bleach, he named One Piece. I don't know if he named anything after that.
Bleach is dead. We're not talking about Bleach. We got Fish in Bleach. Dead zone.
But nobody's talking about Fish.
Nobody is, but they should be. That could be a good shirt, but it make no sense.
Dude! Can you imagine the merchandise we have? And we'd only sell 3 shirts.
But it'd be funny.
But 2 would be us.
That would be funny. But he has definitely seen...
There's Fish! And that's just the shirt.
But he's seen One Piece. He has definitely seen One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
By the time he had done this.
Yes.
First couple videos were One Piece. He did chapter by chapter reviews. He's darn near caught up in One Piece by the time. He was in the thousands chapter. So how can you talk about world building when we've
top
seen
tier in this aspect?
We've seen Cloud Village twice. We looked in the eyes of 3 Jinchuriki, and the rest are like, oh, they're already dead. All 6 of them months are already dead, all right?
in world building, Naruto is top tier. So first of all,
Did he just repeat himself?
Naruto's top tier in this world building aspect. Like, in world building, Naruto is top tier. So first of all, Naruto made not just an entire world, but multiple different villages with different types of Kage. He made
That means nothing.
They exist.
Yes.
I don't think that it's enough to just be like, well, Mei is the Tsuchikage or whatever the she is. Okay.
Bleach is the
Baratie
Soul
XR
Society.
Gaming XL says, don't forget to eat your sand sandwiches.
That was a whole thing. I forgot about that. What is the Sand Village's commerce? I need to find that.
We need a pig go for our channel. What was I about to say? What did he just say?
Naruto made not just an entire world, but multiple different.
Oh, okay. The Soul Society is the Soul Society of the East. There is one in the West. It is never explored until you get to Burn the Witch. But it exists. It's that good world building
That's
now.
not enough to just be like, there are a bunch of different villages out there.
and maybe we'll see them for a couple chapters.
There is a rock village. There is a sound village that was just made underneath everybody's. Nobody noticed that there was a whole nother sound village, and Oro was leading it. Okay. Can anyone say 5 things about the sound village like at all? Oro's leading it. Dosu comes from the sound village. They're hidden in the sound. Uh-oh. They have sound on their headbands. They participated in the tuning exam. Surface level, I understand, but that's 5. I don't think that Oro did lead them, though. As a face, the world doesn't know that Oro led them, but I don't know if Oro led them or if he just put somebody in charge of it.
Hey, he took over. He was a proxy
say
leader.
that Oro led it.
Did somebody win a jackpot before you because it was larger? Well, congrats, Curry.
With different types of Kage.
What is Gaara's clan name?
Of the sand. Of the puppet. Of the wind.
Duh. Of the.
Yeah. He's the clan.
He's
he's
governor. He's governor.
That's so lame.
You made current Kage, then you made past Kage, and you basically gave every village a really.
They have a history.
Yes.
Okay, who are the past Kages of the Cloud Village?
And why should we care? Hey, why is Kankuro interested in puppeting?
How did Timari learn about her wind abilities?
MF Curry says, meanwhile in Sand Village, Mom, what we gonna eat? Mom, we gonna eat sand mac and cheese, honey, and sand water.
Sand water.
And you better enjoy it.
Fresh. And that's all this is. We need both of those.
Of course.
But yeah, I don't know anything about Kankuro because he's the brother of Gaara. Fine. Sister of Gaara. Fine. All 3 of you guys have vastly different techniques. Gaara's fine because he's got the mama protection and the first
and his powers deal with sand.
Yeah, that's fine. But it just, you say that the world building is great, but here comes these 3 mobs that are all brother and sister. They all come from the same clan, but they all use completely different techniques. It'd be like if Choji and Shika were brothers. You'd be like, they're completely different. It wouldn't make too much sense. So we would need something.
But at least even then,
What?
Well, you just said it, we would need something. At least then you could go, because of Shika's metabolism, he doesn't put on weight. So he can't learn that. So we had him train under blah, 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 blah. Because I doubt, no, it's not a bloodline technique, the shadows.
No, it is absolutely not. It is just a clan secret technique that anybody can learn, and the 3rd Hokage does know because he knows every technique in the village. This was stated. This was never shown. I hate it. He stinks. The sandiest of water. I need to find that now because I remember that being funny.
Dude.
But that is what it is. It's just attack revenge, and this month Pain rocks up and does the thing, and then he lectures somebody. It don't make sense.
I'm just gonna put that in the corner. I'm gonna play this because it's just faces anyway. But I'm gonna
Strong, important, cool, relatable character like Village Hidden in the Storm, Killer Bee, Dory. You got third right Kage is nice. We talking about these are people that I can relate to.
Nice is another one. These are people I can relate to because I am also a darky.
Because you look like them because of the African American.
Hey, Asian lady was cooking in Shonen Showdown. I guess
She had
a
the
little
right
bit
idea.
more authentic because of moving on.
I can't say it, but it does
Y'all-
begin. It begins with the letter after M, if you catch my drift.
I'm just saying, maybe Jim was right.
But I don't if you like a character simply because they are of your same whatever,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yep.
Don't say they're a good character
Nope.
because of it.
It's cool you got somebody that is like you. Are they good now?
Look at the Sand Village, right? Gara. The fourth.
Don't shrug your shoulders and say Gara like, ah, yeah, hit him.
Got him.
Kage. These are clean characters. Shoot.
These are clean characters. Clean man. How does the...
Look at it! Look at it!
When Gara rocked back up into the village, how did they feel about him? How did he gain the village's trust?
How did he ascend to Kaze Kage?
If it's just a bloodline thing, that's fine. He just ascended. I would like to see
he's not even the big brother.
Harboder Man says, Gara, you already know.
No! And there's nothing saying that it couldn't be a woman.
The only thing I can think of is they passed it up.
But then we would also need to, or I would like to see that.
Yes.
And for what reason did Gara not?
He wants to be like Naruto. Naruto's aspiration is to be Hokage, to be recognized.
So he just DSP'd it where he's just like, well, this is just my personality now.
You made this. I made this.
Baby! Mr. Clean.
Master Clean. Oh, it'd be the nerd emoji, but it'd be the Mr. Clean bottle with this just Mr. Clean.
The Saiyan kids aren't blood guys. Are they not blood related?
Oh, I never knew that actually.
Gaara's the strongest heir to the Kaze Kage. Is that how it works? And if that's how it works, show me a manga panel that says how that works, or show me an interview, or show me a data book statement that says that. If it's a strength-based thing, you would have to show me that. So I'd like to see that if you're gonna make that claim.
Did you add this, or wasn't that always?
I think that is a YouTube.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, YouTube has a bunch of stock emotes.
Oh yeah, I need to get back on better Twitch TV and re-implement some of those things. DA, what did you think of the new My Hero chapter? It was bad.
My source is that I
Every
made
time
it the
that
fuck
question is
up.
asked, I'm just like,
What happened?
what happened?
It was just more of the I'm gonna throw my shit.
Oh yeah, the
My source is that I made
stuff.
it the fuck
Yeah.
up.
What are you gonna do with that?
It's just some furthering
I'm
of
sick.
that.
Come on now, this is nothing.
Yep.
And like I said in the Discord, he gets punched in the stomach, and he just goes, "Oh, my body's protecting it," and a bunch of hands starts sprouting up. He ain't got no armor. He ain't got no kind of nothing that he can dodge. He ain't got a wind technique that can push him back, push Shigaraki back, or push Deku back. He's got nothing, so he just stands there and take it. He's flying in a 3-dimensional space, and he just goes, "Well, defense." He has danger sense. He knows what he's about to do, and he just goes, "Well, I just gotta take it. I just gotta eat it, I guess. Oh man, I hope he don't hit me, so I guess I better just take the hit." It just
Jirabote says, Gara became Case Cage because there was nobody better. A
Cage.
15-year-old is a leader of a great nation. The sand sucks.
So fresh, so clean. Ain't nobody dope.
You could even say like Tamario or Kankudo. I wouldn't agree with you, but you could say that. This show is more focused on the hidden leaf.
What could we say?
The fourth, Kaze Kage. These are clean characters. Shoot, you could even say like Tamario or Kankudo. I wouldn't agree with you, but you could say that. This show is more focused on the hidden leaf village. You can look at the whole Kage, all of them.
No. He is not about to say anything about the third Hokage. That's all I'm gonna say. No. We're good. We can go ahead and skip, let's go a minute ahead. Because he's not gonna say anything about the third, so we don't even need to hear anything about him not saying anything about the third Hokage. We're good, we're done, we're moving on.
We pick between the 7 Hokage. There's probably one that's like, this is one of your mans. So a lot of people mess with Minato. A lot of people mess with maybe, you know, Hashirama. A lot of people.
He's named every one of them. He's gonna name the one he messes with. And which one is that gonna be?
He can't. He can't.
You mess with Togurama. I don't know why you do that, but
I don't know why you do that. He doesn't with Toby Ramos.
There's one Hokage that you haven't named, sir.
Gaming XL says, the third homage shouldn't be standing next to Minato at all for obvious reasons.
you might mess with him. The way that Kishimoto told his story, like just the storytelling wise.
So
The third Hokage was clean.
he didn't name the third Hokage.
Nope.
He didn't explain why he doesn't mess with Tobirama.
Nope.
He just said that they are clean.
Yeah, the racism.
This man is awful.
He was able to keep some decent pacing considering how much ground he had to cover. Look at the countless characters he had to talk about, give backstories for, give chakra names.
It's not countless. It's literally like 90 characters.
People counted the number of people in One Piece. And that's a lot more. It is count full.
Notera says, are you ready for the double page spread of Deku hugging crying kid Shiggy DA?
No, we've already discussed it. It's gonna be his hand reaching out, and next to him is gonna be Nana, and her hand's gonna be reaching out, and Shiggy's gonna reach up and grab it.
It is gonna be,
and it's gonna be like the dark wall is crumbling like his power as the light of Deku and Nana pull him out, and that's gonna be the 2-page spread, and it's gonna end with both of them smiling. The kid and Deku's spirit smiling. It's peak.
If y'all remember Soul Eater, it is gonna be like that, where Maka dives in and then just pulls it out, and the darkness comes up around it. They're pulling each other out, and it's gonna feed generations of bums. They are going to feast forever, and they are allowed to do so.
Yes, feast on whatever trash you want.
Do not eat this. This poison, y'all.
You are eating glass. I like it.
Okay, I guess.
It might be destroying your body. Well, it's tasty. I can't stop you.
The greatest plot twist in shonen anime history, the masterful build-up. Thank you for that timestamp. I'm not going to write that down. I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to listen to that later.
Let's hear a little bit of it, actually.
We're good. We're good. It's been, we need to get through this. Another one, Dad? Yeah, when they're in the demon room for Soul Eater.
The local sand.
Oh, the Cuisinart sand. But yeah, it's just gonna be so lame. And I'm just gonna shake my head and I'm gonna move on.
You're gonna move on to the disc. I mean, not the Discord, the Reddit.
Reasons.
Right to the because reasons, even if the series not over. It's gonna be a live reaction, just like, yo, we had to because reasons on this chapter. 8 hours.
The last couple chapters, we should really
live stream, live react. Don't read it till Saturday or Sunday.
That would be fun. I like the big chunks of sand within the sand.
Of course, those are the sand balls.
That's what gives it the flavor. For that iconic, fresh, and peak clean, watch Naruto. It sets the standard. Oh, that could have been the title.
For jutsu, for all that stuff. That's
not easy to do. Sand Apollo!
He made a lot of great characters. So, you gotta tip up your hat to what he did. Because Naruto's damn near good at some of those things. Even looking at the chakra natures, where you have these elements. Looking at the main chakra natures, each character for the most part has one. And there's character Genkai where every clan has like its own.
Okay, but
this shit went into the power system.
It's random. Yes. Because why is Naruto win? What is that? Is he adaptable, flowing?
It's not like Hunter x Hunter where they explain, hey, if you're more outgoing, you're probably going to be in a meta or whatever.
He just rocks up and just goes, oh, here's this paper. Okay, you're wind.
Uchihas are fire.
Oh, this compliments Sasuke's lightning. Okay. That's all this was. So your point is that it exists. And that's it.
Thing. You know, for instance, the Hyugas have the Byakugan. The Uchihas obviously have the Sharingan.
There are people within this world who have various different abilities.
And statements.
This is the praise.
Are there any other wind users? As you mean as chakra natures?
There is Asuma. That's who taught him.
Yep.
And Tamari, of course.
I don't know. Is she chakra nature, or can she just use wind abilities?
Yes.
You know, Genkai that are specific for their clan, but they can still use other jutsu. Like Sasuke's Uchiha clan, which are known for fire style, but he's still got lightning style. And, you know, obviously Itachi, fire style, but he got water style. So they still got these, they were able to, you know, it helped. Even if you had two people from the same clan, they could fight completely different from each other.
DA, what is the snake Hashira's name?
Ooh. Now, why would I know that?
That's a very good question. That's a very...
Why
would he know that?
Why would I know
Why would he know that?
In my daily life, why would that ever come up? I don't accept that.
Look at
Hey, can I get some credit for May and Anoki? If you're talking about Snake Buff.
When you were rattling them off, I'm like, who is this mother talking about? You were like, I'm missing one. I'm like, are you? I had no clue where you were going. But then when you said, all of them, okay. He's got dirty boots. You might as well just stop.
Dirty Boots is dead. I've killed the meme. It's Jackie Tristan.
Yeah, no.
I've killed
He's
it.
got it. It's a wrap.
Because I decided to kill it.
Yeah.
All right? We good?
But you're just going to let the pedophilia keep rocking?
That's out of my control. No, the meme, not the pedophilia.
So you're in control of that.
You put it that way, it makes it sound worse.
There's no right answer here.
Rock Lee, Jiraiya, Kakashi, who didn't rely on their clan abilities because they either they didn't have any or, you know, it probably wasn't important enough to talk about. So you know what they did? They just got nice with what they got.
In the world building section, you go either they don't have it or it's not important enough to talk about. So either way, they're not explaining what's going on in a section where you're praising the world building. That's a problem.
Yep. Crimson, I don't think I have top points active, unfortunately. Maybe I'll activate it next time.
Guy, you can't really use ninjutsu like that. That's fine. Get tough at taijutsu. Learn the gates. Kakashi, your clan not really.
Anybody could have learned the gates. Yeah. Anybody.
We don't know the process for learning them. We just know that it's difficult, but yeah, anybody can learn them.
What is Animal Guy's name in My Hero?
I just said it.
Yep, because we just did this. DA.
It's Shoji and Koda.
There you go.
Those are the racist people. The racist arc people.
There you go.
Invisible Girl, don't know. Don't care. Invisi. Invisalign.
Okay, that's fine.
Jailbait.
The Sharingan. Learn all these jutsu. You got a million jutsu, right? So use them. Jiraiya, we don't like Jiraiya. Your clan wasn't talked about. That's fine. Learn Sage Mode, learn Sengon.
No, it's not fine because why wasn't it talked about?
What are you?
Who are you? We don't know. In a world building section.
I'm gonna assume that's a mirror behind him.
In the back section, in the backstory, we don't know your clan. We don't know where you came from. But it's good because you can just learn other stuff.
So Naruto was able to make not only like a really decent, a really good story, honestly, but they also
is he flipped? Look at his shirt.
Yeah. I've always said he was flipped.
We're able to.
Sugar Rush name is I said it, didn't I?
No, you never said Sugar Rush.
It's Koda.
Mm-hmm.
Is Anima.
Yep.
Shoji is Tentacle.
Yep. Come on.
Can you look it up and give me the first letter?
Oh, I already know it.
What is the first letter?
S.
Sugar Rush?
That's what it
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
It's not Shoji.
Nope.
What is it?
Sato.
Sato. I'm not gonna remember that.
Yeah, you don't. There's no reason to.
Hagakure.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
That sounds familiar.
So Naruto did this and this and this pretty clean, right? Now what Sasuke also it's just clean stuff. This month ain't talking about nothing.
Zoro is the tape guy. Sato is Sugar Rush.
Creative, give characters all like a creative moveset, which help with the fighting aspect and why their fights are honestly so great. So, that's just looking at all the cases for Naruto's, all the cases for Naruto to be the GOAT. But when talking about anime, no anime is perfect. Naruto is not an exception to that rule.
Okay, we're at the negative now. Well, I don't care about filler.
Yeah, filler's dumb.
Hard work overcoming talent.
Let's hear it.
It beats Naruto pretty much just the beginning where, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, and basically
But that's not, this fight says that that's not the truth.
Yep.
That wasn't the theme of the story. That's just what happened in this fight, and it wasn't true. So it's not true that hard work beats talent.
That doesn't work hard.
You are not your destiny. Like the hard work one was, mostly Naruto and Rock Lee, and the You Are Not Your Destiny was Naruto and Neji. The hard work theme is, no matter how talented.
But we saw Neji training, so he's not a talent person.
But he's already said that it's hard work overcomes talent that doesn't train. Gaara is a talent that doesn't train.
But he put Neji in the...
No, he was talking about destiny in terms of...
Go back. Fillers can also be good, yeah.
So the main theme of Naruto pretty much is the beginning where, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, and basically you are not your destiny.
You are not your destiny.
Like the hard work one was, mostly Naruto and Rock Lee, and the You Are Not Your Destiny was Naruto and Neji. The hard work theme is, no matter how talented someone is, you can match their production
Jay says,
if you work hard.
DA, how many students are in Class 1B Tears of Joy?
1B? Come on now! These are questions on a test that you've not talked about in class. You can't just bring this on me.
All right, here's your English test, students. This is math. Well,
adverbs.
Adverbs.
You better tell me where this in comma goes.
Are you telling me there aren't X's in math and English? All right, then. I would assume 20 in each class. But class 1B might be a failure of a class. I would assume 20 per class.
And there was Rock Lee who did it. We saw how much Rock Lee worked hard, to keep up with the geniuses. We saw Naruto, he put in hours and hours and see how good he got. So you have to respect what happened. And we're looking at Neji's talking about destiny and how,
What?
20.
You can never be above your destiny, and for most of the show, it made sense since Rock Lee's ideology of hard work is embodied in Naruto as well. When Naruto fights a genius like Gaara, it makes it seem like, okay, Gaara was wrong. Naruto was not some genius, and he still worked hard and got to that level and he won. When Naruto beat Neji, it was like, all right, you were not your destiny. Naruto is destined to be a loser, but how is he a loser? He just beat you, and he learned he learned not the wrestling out, but he learned the Shaolin Jutsu. Like he did all.
But it's just his perception that he was born to be a loser.
Yes.
So you
partly because of the village is going to get away from that loser.
Yeah, it's not a fact that he was a loser. It's just their opinion that he's a loser. But he's got all of these advantages that he just needs to unlock, and then he's not a loser anymore.
Things, but the problem is when you go into the war arc, and we now know that Naruto's the son of the fourth Hokage, who's fire. We find out that Naruto's the son of
Uzumaki-chan says, I always wondered, Rock started copying Guy's appearance style, but before they already both had those halo-like white strings on hair. Is Guy ditching child support?
We don't know. We don't know anything about Lee's clan, his parents, nothing.
Nope.
Why not just make them father and son? He just didn't know. Who cares?
Tough, you know, who's the Jinchuriki, one of the strongest ones, who's an Uzumaki with all that DNA. And then we look at Naruto being the descendant of a god.
So is this dude going, you are destined to be a failure, but it's just this guy saying it, and then it turns out to be wrong. So it's not a contradiction of the theme, because there was no theme. It was just some guy saying you suck.
It really makes things tough, you know? Because then it's like, Naruto and Rock Lee were never really the same. Because Rock Lee was just a regular ninja. He was really regular, super regular.
No, he wasn't regular. He was irregular. He was below regular. He couldn't be regular. No matter how hard he worked, the best he could be is A level.
No jutsu. Naruto, you were trash. Don't get me wrong, you were not nice. But you were the descendant of God. You were probably always going to be this nice. And it just blatantly...
No, because if he didn't work hard, he wouldn't have been.
He would have still just been spamming. Oh my god. I'm always scared of the creators just
coming into the screen.
Just seeing this shit like, hey, it's pretty good art. And just going, oh no, it's not what you think, sir.
This is not complimentary of you. Please don't assume. You probably went to a random point and saw it in the corner.
Like, hey, yo, who that? Who did this? I want one day for one of these creators to be like, yeah, I saw your art. I didn't like it, but it's good. Can I get a commission real quick?
A positive one. I can't deny.
That's just like, yeah, here's my totally not marked commission. That's fantastic art made by Dad in a Mark video. Like, what the f? Oh, that would be the day. Like, I didn't like that puppet or that fence sitting thing, but this is cooking. This is hitting. So, what are your prices? He just becomes the thumbnail guy out of nowhere.
He and Nux. Oh, you know Nux would take him.
Like it just kind of takes a dump on Neji's whole ideology of, you know, breaking fate, because Neji's talking about
that guy's ideology. It is not a theme of Naruto. It is this guy going, look at my head. Any one of them mobs up there can snap their finger and my brain explodes. Fate sucks. You suck. I kinda suck. We ain't getting out of this. That's all he said. This is not a theme for Naruto. This is this fight and then it's donezo.
You know, you were your destiny, and then he's right, because Naruto is the reincarnation of the Sage Six Path's son. So it's like, you are literally the descendant of a god. Like, you are literally the reincarnation of a god. You're a god. You're literally God.
And what does that destiny entail? What does it mean to be the son of a god? What is he going to do now? He's always going to be strong. Who cares? Oh, he's already doing thumbnails for a little gaming channel. But that's way different from like a totally not marked stumbling on us.
I want a creator. I want Hat Man to rock up and just be like, you do and feel it. Is he dead? Is he done?
Do you think his channel still exists?
Is it done? Is he gone? Is that?
Do you think his channel?
Oh no, Hat Man! Hat Man, no!
Do you think
you can feel it? Hat Man
is still around?
Hat Man, no!
His name was Geek Storm.
You say so. It was destiny for Neji to lose because he ain't got a monster in his belly. No! Hat Man! Pour one out for the brother.
Who's Hat Man? He was the guy we did for the first viewers request month. He had a One Piece rant. Why it sucked or something. Can't remember the exact thing, but he was just some guy
Why
in a
do
hat.
you remember the name of the channel, but not the actual video name?
That's a good question. And he wore a hat, and he touched his hat a lot.
One Piece rant timestamps. It's timestamped in the comments.
Yep.
And he just touched his hat a lot, so he's just Hat Man.
Yep. He wore a hat and he touched it a lot.
Goodness, these are 2 long streams. What the? I haven't heard that in a while. I'll go back.
So like, how you gonna tell me destiny don't mean nothing when you became super nice and you were like the son of a god? So it's like,
But you're not your destiny. Neji overcame his destiny. No, he just kind of went away from YouTube. His channel's done. I think he was still on Twitter last I checked.
Why are you keeping tabs on these?
This is when I was gathering the icons for the and I noticed his channel was no longer around. So I was like, where the f is he? And I checked his Twitter.
what that mean for us? And then Neji died, so he really can't say nothing.
But he overcame his destiny. He was able to choose the way he went out. He was able to choose what he wanted to do, and he did the things he wanted to do.
It's not a good look, especially with how like tightly knit part where Naruto was with its values of like, you know, hard work and all that stuff. It was not a good look. That
They're
Naruto
still
and Sasuke
working
became
hard.
son of gods, basically. Looking at how they're looking at the progression and looking at how strong they became. It's just not a good look at that. On top of that, they were just
Neji turned out super
I
nice.
think that probably takes away the most because when you look at the
Side characters I don't care about.
Yeah, they don't get development.
The Misc, yeah, we all know they suck. Kishimoto is not a cooker. And what's the end of it? Ending. Oh, the war arc. There's no point in talking about it. It's trash.
Let's hear what he says, though.
I talked about build up earlier in the video. Madara was set up to be the perfect villain. Like
Mo Mama.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Cool. Great.
Hall
Let's
of
get
Fame.
the last minute and just his close out.
No, this is a Hall of Fame. It doesn't even matter.
I know, but just for completion's sake.
which is a problem that I'd say some anime, a decent amount of anime tend to have. Like anime don't tend to end greatly, but that's not an excuse. Like Naruto, you still gotta take some hits for that. But those are the cases and the cons for Naruto. Obviously, this is probably gonna be a lot longer of a video, but we'll see. But you know, Naruto has a lot of great things to it. You know, I just talked about the cons for a minute, obviously, because I think they need to be spoke about. You know, shed light upon. But Naruto's still a really great series, and for first-time watchers, I know that looking at the 700 episodes is, you know, it's a little intimidating. If you think that's intimidating, there's an anime a little bit bigger than that, but we're not gonna get there yet. It's a bit intimidating, but I'd say part where Naruto was a really great experience, and I think it can be an experience on its own, like a digestible bite. It's 300 episodes of a digestible bite, but
Wait,
that's still.
if this is for new people that haven't seen it, why are you talking about the ending?
And why not just say, hey, look up what the fillers are and skip them. I'm sure the episodes go down.
Digestible. Obviously, it's still a positive anime. It's a really, really great anime.
It's clean.
So
out
if you
of
haven't
10.
already, you probably should check it out. Start with part with Naruto. Just, you know, if you're feeling part with Naruto, then I'd say stay. If you're not feeling it, then you just look at something else. But still,
Watch
what you guys think
part 1 of Naruto. That's like 130 some odd pages. Not
Episodes.
Of course, this muff got a Uchiha Sharingan at their profile picture.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's a Hall of Fame. That's the boy. Betting is not open. Fresh out of 10, nice out of 10, clean out of 10.
iconic out of 10. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, that was ugly. What are we doing now? Questions?
Naruto people, man.
Questions? A little bit of a different video.
Can we check to see what Mark said about Zoro? Just a second of it.
Synthetic, man. What are you talking about?
Okay, I gotta be honest, when I first read One Piece, up until that confrontation between Luffy and Usopp in Water 7, I didn't really connect with or understand Zoro as a character. And if
What?
Nami the goat says, mark month time.
one of the first things Zoro does is gets the cage with Luffy and starts walking.
One of the first things that he does is just going, oh, you think this injury's gonna hurt me? You think this gives you an advantage?
The very first thing he does is get crucified to save a village and then eat a girl stepped on rice ball and tells Luffy to tell her it was delicious.
Stepped on nastily, ill, properly made rice balls. It took him 332 chapters. What was he reading?
And then you got your hype beast stuff like him taking out all of Drum Island. I mean, not Drum Island, but Whiskey Peak.
Zoro is the easiest character to understand. What the? How?
Do we have to keep going?
I'm curious.
Usopp in Water 7, I didn't really connect with or understand Zoro as a character.
Connect with or understand. Those are two different things now.
This didn't make you connect with him. You didn't understand. You didn't connect with him with the. Oh my god. Okay.
Pushed, I might have even called him boring.
How dare you?
Now, to put that into perspective, Zoro is introduced to and joins the Straw Hats in Volume 1, Chapter 5, and I didn't start to warm up to him until Volume 35, or Chapter 332.
This is madness. This is shocking that he would just admit this. Now I kind of want to go back and watch his reviews to see when he talks about Zoro or how he does. No, Hatman! He felt it.
Yeah, like when does he start talking about how good Zoro is, or what?
Or moments like the candle thing where he just goes, "At least I'm in a cool pose." I really want to just go through it and see when he talks about Zoro, and you go, you don't understand or connect with him here for what reason? What moments do you think are good from Zoro before 332?
He couldn't understand how clean Zoro was.
Dude, he was too clean.
For him.
He needed a little bit of grit and dirt. Too clean.
No, Hatman. No, I hope Hatman is doing good. He deserves it. What, DBZ?
25 seconds in? I'm sorry, what?
Him until Volume 35, or Chapter 332. The Z portion of Dragon Ball is shorter than that. Initially, I thought Zoro was like many
So he could have gone through all of Z in the time that it took him to understand
and
Zoro. Connect with this Mihawk. Him going to sword, a scar on the back of the swordsman's shame.
I promise I'll never lose again.
No, wait a second. Go to Mihawk versus Zoro and let's hear what he says. Wait, let's just hear what he said.
Dude, what am I doing here, DA?
Let's see what he said.
What am I
right here? Let's play it for a little bit to see if he says anything.
early characters of Dragon Ball, who, because they were introduced.
Okay, fine, that's whatever. Let's see what he says about that, cause otherwise, just what is he doing? That's one of the most baffling things Mark has ever said.
Did he do all of that in this? It sure looked like it. Okay.
The day has.
Yep, romance went on to Baratie. Hey, guess what the most watched section is? Because most wanted to know what he was thinking about Zoro.
Zoro succinctly replies, "It comes from ambition and a promise I made to a friend." Incredible line. We then switch scenes and get.
Incredible line! What a line, y'all, from Zoro! Incredible! I don't understand, but.
Go back to when he first sees Mihawk. Go back. This is not Mark Month. We will stop this video right here and now. Y'all shut the fuck up.
Fan says, always remember that Mark never mentioned Chopper in Drum Island Arc video.
There's no way.
Mentions that he didn't mention Chopper in Skypia video. And then first actual analysis of Chopper happened in Ennis
There's
Law.
no way. I don't believe you. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I don't believe you.
I'm just saying you might be lying.
You ain't a truther.
There's no way that happened. I'm sorry. This isn't like him not mentioning Carrot. Like, Carrot's a side character. I understand. Drum Island is about Chopper. It's about
You.
the
How do you
Drum
not
Island.
mention his
Configuration
backstory?
updated successfully.
Nah, I don't believe him.
Yeah, I simply don't believe that.
He is
that they have-
bum magnifico.
Someone much, much more dangerous than Don Krieg to contend with right now. Slowly approaching their ship is a shadowy figure that Zeph recognizes. Geen explains that while they were on the Grand Line, on the 7th day, Krieg's armada was
Is
destroyed
this
by one
Synopsis,
man. And that
boys?
if that massive storm hadn't come, their flagship would most definitely have fallen too. Apparently an individual that goes by the moniker Hawkeye is responsible for Krieg's current state of affairs. And it just so happens that this is the same someone Zoro has been looking for many, many years. First of all, I want to say I friggin' love Hawkeye's design here. Just had to get that out. And his introduction is
clean.
honestly spectacular. It's explained that he's been chasing down Krieg's crew for pretty much
Pause.
fun.
Mark Fitzpatrick. Why would you talk about how you like his design and not mention a single thing about his design?
It's clean. It's fresh.
The cross motifs,
Yeah.
the big in Three Musketeers hat,
Yes.
anything,
Which ties into Zoro having 3 swords to face him.
anything, the color scheme, something.
Quickly try to shoot him, but Zoro pops up from the crowd and says that bullets won't work, that he'll simply deflect them. He also announces that he's been looking for him, that he wants to be the best, and that if he wants some fun, Hawkeye can fight him, pointing his sword directly towards the greatest swordsman
This
in the
man
world.
is
Hawkeye, in
legit
response to this,
synopsis.
asks where he gets his courage to point this sword.
Okay, yep.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
great
yeah.
line. Okay.
Challenge, Hawkeye whips out a tiny Chad thing, fell open,
Cotton Candy
and
Hope says,
promise
this bum just talking.
he made to that friend when he was a kid to be the greatest swordsman. Hawkeye stabs him in the chest. Zoro still refuses to retreat to safety, because to retreat means defeat, and he'd rather die than to accept that. In doing-
Mark, you don't understand this? You don't understand his character?
You don't connect with
Harboder
it.
Man says, Mahawk's facial hair is bae.
It is the cleanest.
if you were to put it into a word. But you see this man is just going, my dream is right here, right now.
And I'm getting cooked.
And I'm getting cooked.
But I'm not going back.
And you don't understand nor connect with that. He is so outmatched that he uses this little tiny baby knife, and his pride is like, I can't step away from this little tiny baby knife.
this, he earns Hawkeye's respect, leading him to bring out his best weapon, a large black sword.
Blaze
Zoro
Rider
tries again
says, this is like not understanding Nami's Luffy, help me.
Legitimately.
This is like synopsising all of One Piece.
to defend himself, but his swords shatter. Now completely unarmed, he stands facing the greatest swordsman alive, leaving himself now completely open, as a wound to the back is a disgrace to a great swordsman. Hawkeye recognizes his efforts, slashing him to the floor. However, impressed by his honor and bravery, Hawkeye allows Zoro to live. He wants him to travel far and wide to hone his skills and to try to defeat him once again. He thanks Luffy for allowing his crewmate to fight his fight without getting involved, asking him what his dream is. Luffy responds,
Okay, I just need to hear the...
and vows to never lose again. Luffy is honestly happy to see him move and to see that hunger swell within him once again. I love Hawkeye as a character. His design is exceptional and honestly perfect for the setting, and the ship he sails directly reflects his philosophy. He's not brash or a show-off, he's just phenomenal and recognizes true ambition and dedication in others. And with that, we've finally gotten our first taste of what lies beyond the safety of the East Blue Sea. After this altercation,
Worthless! Marcus! Worthless!
Go to the end.
Marcus!
Go to the end synopsis where he sums up what he thought about the arc, because he might mention that there. Otherwise, Mark is indeed worthless.
was heading. They decide to go, but before they do, how they came to employ all these colorful characters, he addresses everyone and lets them know that he's aware that they all pretended not to like his soup. As he gets ready, Sanji reflects on his life up until now, how they opened the shop together, how they came to employ all these colorful characters, and all the time he stood up for Zeph. As Sanji makes his way down the
Okay, still.
when he fell overboard as a child. Hearing this,
Cotton Candy
Sanji
Hope
breaks
says, That was 17 sentences of reading the wiki, then 2 sentences of I like Hawkeye's design and he's cool.
It was. And it really was.
The same back to him, and it's a beautiful way to cap off this arc and this video. The level of attention to detail and commitment to fun Oda is having with this story borders on pathological levels of dedication. For instance, I didn't even mention yet, or notice for that matter up until chapter 39, that the pieces of cover art that he does for each individual chapter actually tells their own mini-story. The story being Buggy the Clown.
How do you not see that,
Because
Mark?
he ain't got time, buddy. He ain't got the time, buddy.
He
He got a video a week to do.
I know both you and Mark probably won't get there, but I swear to God if he tries defending Gear 5 with the thematic word salad.
It's impossible.
I remember seeing a little bit of it with one of my little brothers. I don't remember too much about it, so I don't know what he said. We're not gonna worry about this.
Escapades after meeting Luffy for the first time. It's hilarious and I literally almost missed it. I think what I might love most about Eiichiro Oda can be best summed up by this piece of information my editor shared with me about him. From a very early age, he had a comprehensive grasp of this story, including designs for characters, islands, cultures, and political factions. And perhaps my most favorite aspect of him and this story is that from the moment he started, he's known exactly how he's going to finish it. And now over 20 years into the
He's worthless.
Mark is worthless.
There is no Mark.
This is
y'all.
unbelievable.
There will be zero months of Mark.
How do you go through all of One Piece? How do you go through several manga at this point and then get 300 chapters into a story before you start to understand a character? How? This isn't your first story.
I'm sure he understood and connected with Vegeta like chapter 13 he was in.
How do you not understand? I have lost. I've got nothing, but I'm not gonna run for whatever happens.
Cotton Candy Hope says,
He's worthless.
the cover stories literally say cover story part blank on all over them.
Oh,
Nani the Goat says, give us Mark month or we will roit.
How can you, after watching that,
this man
deal what?
Just the Baratie. What are we to do with that? He doesn't understand the character that's been around since chapter 5. Come on! What are we supposed to do? Why does he think he's qualified to go through these characters when it took him 300 chapters to be like, oh, now I get it?
He had to read the first 5 chapters 60 more times before he understood Zoro. Like, at some point.
It took me 16 episodes to understand a My Little Pony character.
Ivana Neri says, I skimmed through Drum Island video and he mentions Chopper but he doesn't talk about him. Throughout all his flashback he talks about Dr. Hillock.
Mark!
There's no way.
Dude!
Mark is worthless, yo.
Move this man!
And I understand the grind and everything, but this is purely, I'm not talking about Mark as the person. I am talking purely as the creator. Totally not Mark is worthless.
100.
I feel for Mark Fitzpatrick.
Neil Luster says,
Totally.
how the hell do you synopsis the story and still get it wrong? Zoro is not completely disarmed. He still has the Wado Ichimonji. And stop being in disbelief. We know this man.
No.
I don't see how you can't.
No.
I understand the disbelief of taking 300 chapters to understand a dude that's been around for 5 chapters and is done. He's fought Buggy, Mr. One, the Candle Thing, Whiskey Peak, Mihawk, all this stuff.
MF Curry says, Mark reading 200 chapters. I still don't understand what is Sanji goal and his purpose.
Here's the thing. You say, I can't believe you're still in disbelief of this man. Have we ever gotten a Mark this synopsis-y?
Is this synopsis-y and just it is factually not understanding a character.
You baby!
And I don't think we've ever gotten that. He's always been, if he doesn't talk about something, I'm just like, okay,
Silver
he's not
Heart Soul
interested in
says,
it.
goodbye, everyone. See y'all next week. And I
Maybe
stand with
next
Doki Bird. She did make some mistakes and should have adapted to the job, but they are trying to fuck that girl over. Burn the yacht.
I hope the only thing that I'm worried about, I just want Rosemi to be happy and help, because she's the only muff that I watch in Niji Sanji Ian, and she's like my top 5 VTuber. She is amazing, and she's not been active since like the 6th, and I'm just like, she deserves to be. She don't deserve any of this bush.
When did you realize you were attracted to children? Well, when I
Tom
was
JD
a
Hope
young
says,
boy.
One of my
father
favorite
took
Zoro
me-
bits is him picking Dalton off of Usopp's back.
Hey, shut up. What is that Sly Cooper? This is how you don't play.
I just can't believe it.
I know Phil was very bad at the Sly Cooper game, and I wonder if that's the one where he kept fell in the hook, because that is one of the funniest moments in Fing. This is how you don't play Fing history. I just want to know what that is, but yes, this was
all these arcs, never, all these fights.
Harboder Man says,
never.
300 chapters to understand a character whose purpose was made utterly clear since day one is crazy.
Day 1.
37:14.
Day 1.
Enjoy the rest of your day. So I forgot to say because you are out, but we're about to be out soon anyway. Yeah,
3 swords. Why does he have 3 swords? Well, he had 1 sword, but then he couldn't beat this girl, so he used 2 swords and still couldn't beat her. So and then she died. So he's like, well, I want to use her sword now that I'm already acclimated to the 2 swords. So I'm gonna use her sword and put that in my mouth.
It's really not hard.
Son of a bitch. Oh, wait a minute. That's what I'm supposed to do here.
Phil sucks, yo. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, not Phil. Not like this, Philip.
I don't think I've ever seen this, dude.
Okay. We're thinking the worst of Phil.
What'd you get? Chicken? Damn. Explosions everywhere. Sly Cooper and the gang in.
Pause. So, what we just got here was he a chicken? Yes.
Nami
he
the
is a
Goat
chicken.
says,
We saw that.
At least Mark's videos are improving.
Explosion. Yes, we saw that, Phil.
Yes.
And then you read the title. He's worthless. Mark's videos are not improving because it took him 25 seconds to mention Dragon Ball.
Within 35 seconds, he mentioned Dragon Ball twice in his Zoro analysis.
This is the worst thing that I've heard from Mark. I think much lesser of him now. And I don't think that I can ever think of him the same way again. This is truly disgusting.
Wow, it was that bad.
Complete lack of media literacy to understand a character
And
like
connect
that.
with.
And connect with the character like that. That's all. I'm shook to my core. I also want burgers.
Yeah, burgers do
would
sound
be nice.
great. They do sound great. We don't have any hamburger meat, do we? Dang, burgers.
I need to
sound
figure out lunch because I got my dinner. I'm making me a roast.
Hey, how about you figure out what restaurant we're going to?
That's coming. My whole thing is I want to get off keto because I'm not trying.
Chris!
That's gonna be mid-April.
Oh, he's not here, right?
Yeah, he's not here.
He ain't here.
Big rip.
Yep. All right. I guess we're out.
What theme of Mark video? Not understanding? Not read? The mother did not read. I'm telling y'all, I think much lesser of Mark now.
And he was already in the top of the. Hey, let's go to that video real quick.
Much less about him. Next chapter is Super Saiyan Blanco Gohan's gonna fight Goku. Yeah, it's bad. It's just not. I don't want to see this. I don't care.
But people want to see
people
it.
want to
I've
see
already
it. Yes.
Well, you linked it. That was one of them. But I've already been seeing people. Yo, this is about to be the hypest ever. Yo, I can't believe we're finally actually gonna get. I could not care less about this bush. Just for a
No,
reminder of where we're at. The third worst creator. He might overtake Clyde.
He's overtaking Clyde.
Jesus Christ.
Cause he doesn't understand. Okay, I need to watch this again.
Why?
Kaze talks above Bricky? Okay,
Yes.
I remember the argument was Bricky's just a dumb man.
Yes.
He's not making any sort of egregious arguments.
Plus, we've only gotten really, and he was notably not interested in doing this thing, and we basically only got one video out of it.
And I remember going, as this video goes on, just like, we can't have 15 people in Atrocious. So
yes, we started knocking people off.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. Yeah, this is
the worst had somebody, I think Mother's Basement, but I forgot the logo because it was the name, whatever. There were a few people that were still in there. No, Clyde is second. At least Mark didn't say nobody can relate to Vegeta's struggle. Clyde was really bad. I feel like
Nux an anomaly?
Yeah, Nux was an anomaly.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
Oh,
Captain Canteen?
Yeah, anomaly.
I can see us going, we don't have a good enough understanding of how he...
Do you want to hear why?
No, I'm good. I'll
right.
watch that on my own time.
1914? Well, we're off the video now. What do you want me to do? That's your fault. You kept saying it and now it's over. Rendon was Couch Coco Man.
Is Let's Take a Look, What Does It Mean, Batman? Is that Jesus Batman, man? Let's take a look in Bad. The first one in Bad.
Let's take a look. I don't think so. Maybe.
I don't agree with that. Geekdom definitely should be higher.
Yeah. Geekdom now should, and Synthetic Man needs to go up.
Oh, this needs to be a redo.
Hey,
wait a second, Cosmo above Octoman? No, I definitely switch
Octoman was.
No, yeah, I'm saying I would switch that.
I think it was the egregiousness of Octoman, whereas Cosmo was just idiotic with his arguments. I think the pedophilia hurt Octoman.
Stonehead, Rockman, and Awful. What the is this list?
Yeah, this is gonna have to be a redo at some point. Again, to be the most fair, this was a year and a half ago.
Where's Zaleros? Zaleros would go into the worst.
Dude, we're gonna have to redo this list.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo this list.
Next week maybe, if we don't get a good video.
I want to do the one that we talked about.
Oh, okay. So potentially the first.
Do we have any holidays to go through? Because I really want to get through with that Phil video.
No.
There's no holidays. My God, this is the dead zone. We need to both just like request a day off.
Absolutely. I think right now I've got 3 days off anyway, 3 PTO days off. But I could just outright request. Hey, I'm not coming in on.
I have Michigan mandated sick days, and they would take those away if they could. So yeah, we can. Because I would like to finish off that Phil video. And it's not that much time, so maybe we can also tackle on a tier list or something onto it as well.
Why is Svit there? Because Svit did the Persona video we did. And that was still one of the worst videos we've done. Yes.
Whoa. Yeah, I would need to hear the art, what we were talking about with this. Because I don't agree with a lot of it.
Again, this is 18 months ago. I think a part of the argument was we could only look at them as videos we've done. Because Alexander is a big Hunter x Hunter guy, and we have never done a Hunter x Hunter video from him. We can only judge him by the Bakugo video we did.
Explain Caleb? I don't know. Spit with simpler times. Oh my. It was there will never be anything worse. And it is just the DBZ of King Kai is God. No, but actually there's 4 of these muff that are ruled by one of these muff. But then there's 4 and it just keeps pulling back and back. They ain't never gonna be enough. Couch Coco man just comes in, unzips, and I'm just like, well, he's just landing on the table. There's nothing in the imagination here. Yeah. Okay. Okay then.
If anything, anime win should be an anomaly.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well,
Why is O'Hara an anomaly?
We'll revisit this again. Wait a second. There's something I want to watch, and I
Okay.
don't. It was the first curating of the videos for viewer requests. What can we get? The first appearance of Salad Saiyan with his rocket arm and everything.
Why do you remember when that happened?
Because I remember just going, who the voted for that? What is this?
Curating nearly? Okay.
Chris the Chilled says,
Yeah, we can just
I once thought CVA was spitting facts about Persona 5, but I realized he was spitting sewage. I learned my lesson.
Pure duty.
When people speak from a place of authority, a lot of times you just kind of believe what
And
they're
he
gonna say.
also explained himself enough that you can just be like, well, you know, whatever.
I'm assuming you don't have a timestamp.
No, of course not. Go back.
Why?
Go back.
Go back to what?
Go back.
To what? This?
What if Salad Saiyan was in DB full story, 2.5 hours, almost 500,000 views? For who is Salad Saiyan?
The creator.
And who get what?
The creator. Probably this
Take
Gohan
that video
over-
off the list.
We're not taking
I want nothing to do with this individual.
not
Take it off
not
the
taking this
list.
video
They're
off.
clearly insane. I'm not making fun of somebody with a mental deficiency. I'm sorry. No.
Okay, we gotta go back a little bit on that one then. To when we first saw it.
Look up, I think I
The
talked
G-
about Rocket Punch. Why does he have a rocket arm? It was a little bit after that as well.
Oh,
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
Since it's not structured. Could you go back to the... I want to hear a little bit of it.
We already. God, dude, this is not what this video is
A
about.
little bit of it.
And we're gonna get to intro too. Because this is what you don't know, Joe. Where'd the scar come from? Why is part of your hair black?
Why does he have a rocket arm?
There's so much wrong about this.
Well, okay, wait a second. Go back. Because the arm is basically, it goes like halfway up the forearm. Or is it, or does it? And that's just poor anatomy. Because look right there.
Yeah.
It's all the way up the arm when it's clearly at least elbow. It stops. The f is this?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new
Just
video.
halfway through.
I'm looking for the most watched
This
part.
is where it started.
I guess it would
This
be.
is
am I
the
watching
beginning
this?
of the end of our
Opening
channel.
at the end says,
Oh, that was in this.
it's okay to cyberbully Gohan OCs.
Yes, that Salad Saiyan does not exist, so it's fine.
Did DNA from Goku and all? He's always had access to this, but he saw how painful it was for the others to use and decided against it. Not to mention,
Right, that's
he didn't know
how
how it
it's-
would interact with his body. It's one thing with the humans and
Are you
Saiyans,
just
but with
saying
him,
that
he
Cell
was kind of
uses
unsure.
Kaioken?
The thing is, he can regenerate while using it, although he's not using it at very high levels right now. At most, he'd probably be able to push it times 4. But because of how little practice he has with it, it's incredibly draining. But still, even with this additional power, it seems like it's not enough. There seems to be no way for them to actually defeat Android 13. Is this really it? It seems everything's-
Wait. Why is Cell fighting 13? Put this video on the list. The f is this? That's fine. We're done.
All right. The beginning of a legend.
Dude, it really ruined our channel.
And like I said, it's so unbelievable that Last of
Hungers
Us
for Host
21.
says, imagine if Cell could use Kaioken and Kokoho. Gohan would have been obliterated.
We can't think about all the stuff that Cell should have used. But yeah, Last of Us 21 went directly into T23, just back to back.
Yeah, it was the worst and worst. Loud noise warning!
With all the sins I've accumulated in my interesting life, I've done.
MF Curry says, can we look at the first time y'all reacted to Gokit 23?
I know one thing for certain. I'd rather be in an asylum.
I think it's unfair to call Mark worthless.
In
Last
the
of Us 21 is worthless.
Alfonso Rodriguez says, the What If era was best for ALX.
When we first did the Goku, sure.
Chris the Chilled says, man facepalming.
Oh yeah. Oh, this was gold. I was doing that.
Okay.
Zayn says,
One image!
this guy is boring.
It's just the one image!
No, we're good. We're good.
His stuff
We're good.
pisses me off so much.
The turn.
Tournament of
Directly
Goku
into-
Season 3.
-1
Directly.
Tap.
We're not giving him a pass because he's struggling to find a spoon. Thank you for the super chat, soul.
It makes you really appreciate a good mic and a good.
No.
It was going. Who can one dude?
Which Goku?
Who could have seen this coming? Poll 1 million people. Who could have seen this coming? This man stapled a beard on his like, what's up? Let's go.
No.
What? Yo, on forearms.
It is a real
Leo
problem.
Armstrong
a
says,
task.
this Goku looks like he smells worse than Bio Brawly looks.
I remember you in there.
God, this is that shader is going towards the black. It don't. Oh! What are you laughing? Why? Why? It don't look good. It don't look good.
Yo, this is crazy, y'all. What is that Optimus Prime shit?
Wow.
Of Goku.
This is. Please let this
Aries
just be a
-1
joke.
says, these is upper cringe.
I am. This is season 3. This is too long for a joke.
Yes. We're way past any.
Just pure
opposite.
coping.
The stronger one.
Holy crap! So he took all of his Gokus from all of his what ifs, and he's going for a battle royal.
Goku.
This
Absolutely.
is nuts.
This is
How is this
crazy.
a season 3?
I made angry videos in the
So
community frowned and
this
said,
is for
"Yeah,
a
the
mega
movers
fan.
back down."
Does he make what ifs? Let's say
No.
no. Does he make, let's say, 7 what ifs and then do a tournament of Goku with those 7 what if Goku? Then another 7, then
it's the
another
next
7.
season.
tournament will be crowned to be the strongest. The first round of the tournament of
Nani the
Goku,
Goat
we had
says,
Ultra Goku
we
winning
need a
it.
recap stream.
And the next tournament,
Ultra Goku! Ultra Goku! Ultra! What are the marks on him? What is that big old M on his chest? Why is he red? Why is his hair simply Super Saiyan 3 that's completely whited out? You couldn't even do the shading. This is just a white sheet of paper on his head.
The disbelief.
Yeah, he didn't. He took away all lines.
We're used to it, but we're also not used to it.
Joe says, thank you for bringing back Peak.
This is not peak.
Dragon Ball videos are their kids. Count with me.
There's so many. Infinite.
and we had no one but Android Goku winning it all.
Android Goku with the galaxy hair? Which is the exact same model, but without the tattoos. Go back for...
That was dead.
Listen, there it is. It is...
Dude.
It is not different. Did he... Look at the powers around his shoulders. Look at the lightning. Did he just... He just cut it out and put galaxies there. This is horrible. So he just shaded it out completely. Just chroma keyed the white out and just put galaxies there. Yes. Because the galaxies, the galaxies meld into his hair. You see it right there.
I just want the reaction to all the Gokus.
Winning it all, and today we'll be having Demon Goku.
This man is killing me.
Isaiah Avila says,
recolors.
He's the kind of bum who would want Edgelord Luffy.
Absolutely, he would love a dark Luffy. Talking about demons.
From What If Goku Was Born with Demonic Ki? Angel Essence Goku.
The pause and just the silence. And then laugh or disbelief.
Born with Demonic Ki. Angel Essence Goku.
Primal Instinct Goku's.
So you guys...
Or Goku's. I can't handle it.
This is the fourth Goku!
Maybe or a plus Ultraman team.
We need...
How can I get
Chris
you to
the
do
Chilled says, Mr. Classic. Oh.
Goku. Majin Goku. From What If Goku Was Born a Majin Saiyan? Moro Goku. From What If...
Moro Goku!
Leo Buster says, oh, Hara, if you do remember unsubscribe, then resub, because yeah, it's fine actually.
I kind of want to go to the other seasons. Let's go.
Power. True Divine Essence Goku.
True Divine
Priscilla says,
Essence
21
Goku.
and 23.
Not the faux Divine Essence Goku. True Divine Please clap. Put them hands together, y'all, for true Divine Essence Goku. Where you can see on the left side of the screen, his hair is not, there's no lines on his hair. You can see on the left side of the screen with the Super Saiyan 4 arm, you can see part of his neck above it because he just clearly pasted this Super Saiyan 4
against Vegeta.
We had the Angel Goku. This is peak cooking. So why have the Angel Goku up there at the Grand Prix? Surely that was as opposed to
From What If
it's
Goku...
the same. Did you say Ultra Essence? Yes, as opposed to True Divine Essence Goku. How does he determine who wins? He's got an hour to determine it, I guess.
Vegeta were sent to Earth. Ultra Saiyan Goku. From What If Goku...
Ultra Saiyan! These names are horrible! He's so lazy with these names! Ultra Saiyan Goku! I hate these names!
Oh, dude, is this where we get to the top? Dragon Instinct?
You definitely coming up.
This
Divine Instinct Goku from...
gotta stop! You got to! You can't!
Yeah.
Why?
This is the funniest.
Laugh.
This was the
And locked up
funniest.
in prison. Universal Instinct Goku.
This is getting me so mad.
Dia is going Super Saiyan while BG is going fifth gear.
Instinct Goku.
It is legitimately two different reactions. I am laughing my balls off, and you're going, I want to murder
Chris the Joke
everyone.
says, Super Goku.
Super
Insanity
Goku.
sign on his chest. I do.
He hungers for
I don't
host says,
remember the last time
I remember
was
golden
this
SSJ4 is what everyone
They
thought
be
God Goku would
breaking
look
the
like back in the
word,
day.
dude.
Yes.
Just these names just blank are. They are. Please, I wish he would have just been like, there are 10 Gokus, so we can at least have, like, oh, he's coming to the end. Goodness.
God keep.
Like, see,
Omni-Universal Instinct Goku.
Omni-Universal Instinct Goku! Omni-Universal. Surely he's better than the other one!
From What If Goku Was Born as Xenosan, Dragon Instinct Goku.
Look at the horse! Look at the horse! Look at the horse! Oh my god! Oh my god! No!
To the top.
The bottom.
To the top.
Dragon Instinct. Oh! One True King. If this was a premiere, I would 100% do that. But anybody can go.
Okay. We are out of here.
We got him.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Ooh, stop coming to these. We probably know what we're doing next
Chris the
week. At
Joke
least one of
says,
them.
don't forget Primal Instinct Goku.
We're done. We're not going back.
There's so many of them.
There were so many of them. Yep. All right. Stop coming to these. We are out of here. You don't want Mark Month. Your points were giving willingly. We were there for cupcakes. Obey or be time.